course, they run 5,000 and 10,000 meters.
Yeah, they do the steeplechase.
Yeah, steeplechase and throw the hammer and throw the javelin. And
okay. So as soon as it goes out, we're live.
Bowers open. 3. Bam. Ollis is way out here on. There's Brazier going to take a 3 and nailed it.
Circle to become a defender. And
Pretty safe to say Billies are going to be 8-0 in district, 31-0 in the season.
Schneider's going to be playing golf at Methodist.
The goal from the 5. Handoff going to go to the right side. And
eager to see what they're going to do. Oh, nice block by Warman over there.
Welcome to another Billies.Live production. Find us on your favorite social sites and apps. Like, subscribe, and get notified when we go live.
Well, welcome everybody to Fredericksburg, Texas. Beautiful Texas Hill Country, and a beautiful Texas Hill Country day. Just partly cloudy, but well, I tell you what, it got up to 92 degrees. Tim Kamen, Bill White here, along with the crew from Billies.Live, Paige Finley, and Caleb working the cameras. And we're here for the second day of the District 28 4A district track meet. And like I said, had a great day yesterday, and I think we're primed and ready for another good day.
Should be excellent weather tonight. Hot during the day, winds calm down tonight. We ought to see some good running tonight.
Well, now's the time for them to get some of those PRs, those personal. Or PR? What's a PR? Personal
record.
Okay, I want to say PB, personal best. So, but I start talking about PB, then I start thinking about peanut butter and jelly. So I guess PRs are better.
PR is good, yes.
But we had yesterday was our field events, and I guess we can go ahead and talk about those 6 field events, and then we had one running event yesterday. We had the 2-mile. So we'll talk about winners there, but so we'll discuss the girls discus, the varsity division. First place from Fredericksburg was Landry Sagabill. Second place, Tori Adams from Bernie. Third place, Zoe Aldrich from Fredericksburg. Fourth place, Layla Dubuisson from Wimberley. And those 4 will advance to the area track meet, which will be April 15th. That's a Wednesday in Wimberley. And then 5th place was Avery Aaron from Bernie, and 6th place was Liz McNeil from Bandera. In the boys discus, Colby Wright from Fredericksburg took the championship there, first place throw. Liam DeMarchi from Bandera was second. Third place was Noah Schaefer from Wimberley. Fourth place was Rusty Price from Fredericksburg. Those 4 guys will qualify for the area track meet. 5th place was Sean Pendleton from Canyon Lake, and 6th place was Caden Fisher from Bernie. Then we went to the high jump, the girls division varsity. Haley Hall from Wimberley won it. Second place was Jerrianna McWilliams from Davenport. Third place was Landry Brown from Canyon Lake. Fourth place was Jordan Lim from Bernie. 5th place was Juniper Daniels from Wimberley, and 6th place was Madison Vigil Gafford from Canyon Lake. The boys high jump, Cade Royal from Wimberley won it. Second place was Cameron Wada from Wimberley. Third place, Cade McBee from Fredericksburg. Fourth place was Cade Yansky from Fredericksburg. 5th place, Tyler Moore from Bandera, and 6th place was A.J. Washington from Davenport. In the girls' long jump varsity division, Kiana Van Haren won it for the Davenport Timberwolves. Second place, Anna Gold from Fredericksburg. Third place, Emily Thames from Wimberley. Fourth place, Brina James from Wimberley. 5th place, Hannah Edwards from Bandera. And 6th place was Jordan Lim from Bernie. The boys' long jump, it was won by Shane Moss from Canyon Lake. Colby Brown from Bernie got second. Hunter Allen was third from Wimberley. Fourth place was Ty Pruitt from Wimberley. 5th place was Christian Marshall from Wimberley. and sixth place was Brian Martinez from Fredericksburg. In the pole vault, and boy, we really enjoyed the pole vault. Girls did an outstanding job there as well as the boys did. So it was very, very entertaining. Winning it was Sydney Slaughter for Fredericksburg. Second place was Elise Brown from Wimberley. Third place was Peyton Salato from Fredericksburg. Fourth place was Emma Shepard from Fredericksburg. So Fredericksburg with 3 vaulters going to area on the 15th. And then Emily Garcia and Hannah Edwards from Bandera round out the 5th and 6th spots. In the boys pole vault, William Hillenbrand from Canyon Lake. Vaulters, Gavin French second, David Jumis was third, and Luke Rizzo was fourth. And then 5th place was Harper Anderlich from Wimberley, and then Ethan Rutherford from Bandera was 6th place. 2 more events left for girls shot put. Tori Adams from Bernie was second. Zoe Aldrich was third from Fredericksburg. 4th place, Layla Dubuisson from Wimberley was 4th. Avery Aaron from Bernie was 5th, and Abby Schlader from Fredericksburg was 6th place. In the boys shot put, Colby Wright won it with an outstanding throw there for the Billies. 2nd place, Moses Ray from Wimberley. 3rd place, Liam DeMarchi from Bandera. 4th place was Kenneth Gold from Wimberley. 5th place, John Rodriguez from Fredericksburg. And 6th place from Fredericksburg, Rusty Price. And then the last one was girls triple jump. Landry D'Artez from Fredericksburg had the winning jump. Bailey Gold was second from Wimberley. Also from Wimberley, placing third, Emily Thames. 4th place was Sydney Slaughter from Fredericksburg. 5th place, Kennedy Tuttle from Davenport. And 6th place was Ella Sanchez from Fredericksburg. And finally, the boys triple jump, Christian Marshall from Wimberley won it. 2nd place, Tyler Moore from Bandera. 3rd place, Hunter Allen from Wimberley. Landon Gary from Wimberley was 4th. Lucas Jackson from Bandera was 5th. And Latrell Ross from Davenport was 6th place. So after 7, and let's talk real quick about we got the top 4 finishers. 2 mile for the girls. Taylor Grona from Fredericksburg won it going away.
Yes.
2nd place was Raylyn Butler from Bandera. 3rd place was Cadence Patterson from Canyon Lake. And 4th place was Ann Claire Kopp from Fredericksburg. So those 4 will move on to the next level. And then for the boys 2-mile run, it was 1st place Seth Garza from Bernie. 2nd place Logan Dabowski from Bandera. 3rd place was Jackson White from Bernie, and 4th place was Braden Cox from Bandera. So after 7 events, we've got the totals for in those 7 events. See who's leading right now the tournament. Bill, you want to give those numbers?
Sure. We're going to go with the junior varsity first. In the girls junior varsity with 7 events already finished. We have Davenport in the lead with 58 points. Wimberley is second, 44 points. Bandera is third with 37. Fredericksburg fourth with 31. Canyon Lake fifth with 26. And Bernie in 6th place with 21. In the men's junior varsity, leading at this point after 7 events, Davenport with 56, Fredericksburg JV with 45, Bernie with 43, Comal Canyon Lake 37, Wimberley 25, Bandera 11. And then in the varsity, in the girls division, Fredericksburg has built up a pretty good lead. They have 90 points over 2nd place Wimberley, who has 53. Bernie has 24. Davenport has 22 for 4th. Bandera 14 and Canyon Lake 10. In the varsity men, Wimberley is leading the field at this point with 70. Fredericksburg with 57. Bandera with 41. Bernie's fourth with 25. Canyon Lake fifth with 22. And Davenport with 2. We're off and running.
Yeah, and I tell you what, we're starting. Wow.
JV girls.
JV girls 400 meter. Wow, time got away from us rather quickly, but
Yes,
in the lead, it looks like that is Bandera. Here comes Davenport and Fredericksburg on the inside.
Should be pretty close.
Good handoff. Well, they're coming down the stretch. It's going to be close. Fredericksburg in the lead. Davenport in second, and Wimberley in third. Runners for Fredericksburg, Whitney Phillips, Gabriela Castro, Daniela Castro, and Elizabeth Erlinson.
Coach, I want to go back to something that in the field events, I was noticing in the girls' varsity long jump, the young lady from Davenport that won that jumped 18.6. That is a tremendous jump for a high school girl.
Yeah, and that was a whole foot past second place, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that and that was a heck of a jump. That was Kiara Von Haren, and she's just a sophomore, I think. As Davenport's a young school.
Well, that's a good one. A lot of college girls be happy with that.
Well, here we go with the 4x100 meter relay for the junior varsity boys. In lane 2 will be Davenport. Lane 3, Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Bernie. Lane 5, Wimberley. Lane 6, Canyon Lake. And lane 7 will be Bandera. Now, I could give you the names, but they give 6 and 7 names because you can put in anyone in there. So
exactly.
I'm not going to go ahead and give those names
because
we don't know who's running.
Right. You're allowed to name 6 people on your relay, and that way you can fit in whichever 4 you want to, and you can change from one week to the next.
Okay.
You qualify as a team.
But you can only run. You can have 5 events. You can have 3 and 2 or 2 and 3, either 3 field events and 2 running events, or 2 running events and 3 field events.
I believe that's correct.
Okay.
5 total. No more than 3 running, I believe is the way it is. I think you can actually have 4 field events and 1 running event.
Oh, wow.
May be wrong. Won't be my first time if I am. But I think the way that is worded, it says that no more than 5 events, of which only 3 could be running.
And, when you're running the 400-meter relay, it takes a little time between races because you've got to make sure that everybody's in their lane.
Right.
But it's really important because they have handoff areas in which you can't give it too soon and you can't give it too late. And
they have an exchange zone.
And if there is an infraction, then they put the flag up.
Absolutely.
and then they don't take them off the track immediately. They let them finish, and then I guess when when they post the official results,
they bring that into the meet referee, and the meet referee and the games committee will make that decision.
Well, they're in the blocks now, and it looks like their starter has got him. Well, he's got him in the blocks an awfully long time. Now they're up, and they're off. So Wimberley picks up the staggered. They're the first ones to hand off.
And a pretty good exchange.
And Canyon Lake, Wimberley 1 and 2. Good exchange there. Now Wimberley's going to take the lead. as they're coming down the stretch. Wimberley, and then here comes second place that looked like Bandera. Up Bernie. That's all right. They had a picture of us, Bill. We were in last place.
One, you mentioned the fact that it seemed like that they were in the blocks for a long time. As a starter, whenever you say take your marks, you give them time. You do not give the second command, which is set, until every person is totally still. Now, you don't want some kid to take 10 minutes to get ready.
Right.
But you look for every person to be totally still before you can give the command set.
Well, there are the results for the JV. So now we'll have the girls varsity 4x100 meter relay. Lane 2 will be Davenport. Lane 3, Bernie. Lane 4 will be Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Wimberley. Lane 6, Bandera. And lane 7 will be Canyon Lake. And the key here is the handoff.
It is.
It is. I mean, the handoff can be the difference in first, second, third, fourth. And if you drop the handoff, are you, Bill? Would you know if you just totally drop it? Are you out, or can you pick it up and go?
So long as you stay in
your lane?
in the exchange zone.
Okay. Now, what happens if it gets into another lane?
That's going to be up to your judge that's judging that lane.
Okay.
To determine that.
Because a lot of times they just tell you have to stay in your lane, because if you got the lead and you go into somebody else's lane, you're going to run into somebody.
Absolutely.
And then that's really going to DQ
Absolutely. You. Absolutely. Stadium record for the women in this event is 47-9.
And they're off. Fredericksburg's in lane 4. So usually lane 4 and lane 5, 3, 4, and 5 are your top teams in their qualifiers. Looked like a good handoff there.
And I look for this race to be around 51 point.
And that's the good thing is I know kind of the Fredericksburg kids. That's Salado is handing off to Sydney Slaughter.
They have the lead right now.
Slaughter, I believe, is going to be handing off to Bentley Lees. Boy, it looked like, I think that was Wimberley. Wimberley, then Fredericksburg. Looked like Fredericksburg took the lead at the last handoff, but nice finish there by the anchor leg for Wimberley. We'll see the official results here in just a moment. Those are the those are the boys' lane assignments. I guess they're.
Yes.
I'm waiting for the results. I guess they're not going to put those up there. I believe it was Wimberley and Fredericksburg.
May have been closer than we thought.
So the 4x100 meter relay for the boys varsity. There are the lane assignments. Davenport in 2, Canyon Lake in 3, Wimberley in 4. Bernie in 5, Fredericksburg in 6, and Bandera in 7. So by lane assignments, it looks like Wimberley and Bernie are the two teams to beat here.
In the boys division, Wimberley and Bernie are going to be pretty stout in the running events. Wimberley in the sprints, it looks like, and Bernie in the distance normally, and our boys are going to have to step up if they're going to claim another district championship.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight race for the boys. I really think our girls team got a pretty good cushion already, and they're pretty solid. They have they've got some top contenders in every one of the running events. So yeah, you're right. I think our guys are going to have to. They're going to have to be some surprises. I think Coach Gibbs is. That's what I was talking with him about today. Was what he thought the difference was, and he thought that they were going to have a few more points, and was a little disappointed. But he said we have a second day to step up. So,
that's right.
So the boys varsity, they're in the blocks,
running at a stadium record of 41.6.
So we'll see. Canyon Lake looks like they made up a little ground there. The first one to hand off, but you've got Bernie in the lead. Cade Yinsky there for Fredericksburg. He's going to be handing off to, well, I don't know. That may be David Martinez. Fredericksburg's actually in the lead here. As they come into view, Fredericksburg, it's going to be close. I think Bernie, Fredericksburg, maybe Davenport.
But that's competing right there.
Yeah. That's going to be big if Fredericksburg was able to get third. So I think, Bernie came, they ran 43.85. We're going to say Davenport was second. Who's going to be in that third spot? It was close. They're going to say Canyon Lake. Davenport by 1/100th of a second. Fredericksburg by 1/100th of a second. Wow, talk about close.
I thought the Billies might have snuck in there for second.
Well, the top four teams get to go to area. So, boy, I tell you what, that was a very good race. The surprise is Wimberley.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if they dropped the baton.
They may have dropped the baton.
Or had a bad exchange.
Yeah. I believe that's the best time that Fredericksburg has run this year.
Well, that's the kudos for the Billies.
Yep.
Well,
that's all you can ask.
Yep, that's all you can do. So now we're going to go with the 800-meter run. This will be junior varsity girls. The competitors, Nuria Everett from Davenport, Caitlin Debler from Bandera, Leslie Neary from Fredericksburg, Eleanor Burns from Fredericksburg, Sophia Stojanovsky from Davenport, Hannah Nielsen from Fredericksburg, Risa Espinosa from Wimberley, Ashley Grodman from Bandera, Liliana de Garmano from Davenport, Bailey Bowen from Bernie, Clarissa Muskies from Bernie, Elena Lara from Wimberley, and Grace Jones from Wimberley. And once again, if we pronounce someone's name wrong, we apologize. We don't mean to do that. We're just doing the best we can.
We practiced a little bit last night on some of these names, so.
Well, there was one that really stumped me, though.
You finally got a handle on it.
So this will be 2 times around the track, and they say this is the race because you're not a distance guy and you're not a sprinter. You've got to have both, a little bit of both, and you got to have some heart to run the 800.
I believe that they even call it the 800-meter dash now.
Wow. Well, of course, I've got all these stories. I'll tell you, this was a story when I was in 7th grade, and we had a kid that ran the 800 real well, And he's walking through the gate, and he cut his leg, and so he couldn't run. So Coach, he goes, I got to have somebody run the 800. I got to have Cayman, get over there and run the 800. Coach, what do I do? He goes, you just run two times around the line. I said, okay. So, of course, the competitive juices kick in, and I'm in third place after the first lap. And then I start thinking, if I do real well in this, he's going to make me run it all the time. So then I slowly kind of, make my way to the middle of the pack, and I get around to about 100 meters, and I'm the last one. Well, I wasn't going to get last. And so, it's like I was so fresh that I sprinted, and I passed, a number of people, and they said, boy, you had a lot left. And I went, oh, okay, well, I didn't know how to run it, but, I didn't want to go do too well, but then I didn't want to get last. So, but, yeah, that was my only run of the 800, so.
Well, it was a good experience.
Yeah. They were laughing at me. They said, "Boy, you don't know how you got to expend yourself a little more. You can't have that kind of kick coming down the stretch." But they didn't know what I was really planning. So here we are in the final lap. They've got a minute 30. They've been running for a minute 35. It looks like Davenport is in the lead.
Canyon Lake. Is that Canyon Lake?
I believe that's Bandera. Yeah,
Bandera.
Number 1. So that's Nuria Everett from Davenport and Caitlin Debler from Bandera, 1 and 2.
And have a pretty good lead, those two, on the field. This is the JV.
And it looks like in second and third are two Fredericksburg runners. I guess that is Leslie Neary and Eleanor Burns. I think Everett is going to, well, here comes Debler. Going to make close. Yeah, and Debler's got just enough of a kick to take the lead and win it. So it'll be Debler, Everett, Neary, and I think that is Burns, followed by Wimberly. Yep, those were the top four.
Well, Fredericksburg put together 10 points right there, and actually 11 because we finished in sixth also.
Yeah, for those who are not sure about the point system, you get 10 for first, 8 for second, 6 for third, 4 for fourth, and then 2, 1, for the top 6. So I'm sure anytime you can get three in the top 6, you're going to pick up some points.
Yes, yes. And that's it. That's important when you're working for a team championship.
Right. That's where that depth comes into play. So now the 800-meter boys run, JV boys. Lane 1, Amal Thorne from Fredericksburg, Alex Chio from Wimberley, Mariano Casas from Bandera, Hunter Freeman from Bernie, Joshua Babick from Canyon Lake, Dean White from Bernie, Leighton Torres from Fredericksburg, Liam Adcock from Davenport, Hudson Jackson from Bandera, Evan Gold from Fredericksburg, Jaden Patterson from Bandera, Sean McClendon from Davenport, Arlen Hanley from Wimberley, Connor Haig from Bernie, Ace Gonzalez from Wimberley, and Miles Mendez from Davenport. So 16 runners.
Using the double waterfall again, where that the people on the outside will stay in those outside 4 lanes until they get around the curve.
I wonder if you can build a double waterfall in a backyard. Because my wife's been always wanting
I bet you can if you got enough money.
Well, then we can forget about that. My wife would love to have a waterfall in the back, but
there's some company.
I mean, I guess I could try to do it myself, but that would, let's not go there. That's what my wife would say. No.
There are some companies that can build outstanding water type things with rock, but it does cost a little bit.
Yeah. This is my kind of waterfall. It doesn't cost anything. And they're off. In this one, those guys on the outside really try to run hard so they can get back and be the first ones back to the inside.
And a little more explanation on that double waterfall. I said they have to stay in those outside 4 lanes, but they can break into that fourth lane.
Oh, okay. So that's the closest they can be, and then once they get to the curb, then they can go all the way. Okay. So it looks like Canyon Lake is going to take the lead.
Davenport had 2 or 3 boys in here that looked like pretty strong kind of boys. So I kind of expected some of them to be up in there. So
that looked like number 5, Joshua Babick for Canyon Lake. He's going to take the lead after lap 1. And where do you tend to make your move here in the 800? Do you wait till that 200, or do you
the most important part of any race, from a 100-yard dash to the mile, is the third section of your race.
Okay.
The third of the 4s, you break it down. If it's 4 laps, a third lap. If you break it down here, it's that 2:15. I guess that's on the scoreboard is the time.
Yes. I would assume that would be it.
It's a good race for JV.
You really, a good, under 2 minutes is pretty good, isn't it?
It surely is. And we may see that when the varsity boys run.
Well, we're going to go with the girls' 800-meter varsity run. In lane 1, Taylor Grona from Fredericksburg. Lane 2, Haley Hall from Wimberley. Lane 3, Madison Anderson from Wimberley. Lane 4, Avery Krause from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Morgan Cole. Oh, not Lane, I'm sorry. Number 5, Morgan Cole from Bandera. Number 6 is Maddie Reagan from Davenport. Number 7 is Danielle Gonzalez from Bandera. Number 8 is Ella Hartman from Fredericksburg. Number 9, Gracie Bankston from Bandera. And number 10, Julia Reynolds from Wimberley. Now, it's going to be interesting here. Grona, she may be the favorite. Who knows? She ran that 2 miles so well yesterday. I don't know. Is you go 2 miles, and I know she's a cross country runner. Is this not enough distance, or is she gonna dominate this one? Do you?
She will win this. She has ran a 2:21.
Okay, so if I were to go to the horse barn and put out some money, she would be put it on Grona?
I would.
Okay.
I would. By the way, the stadium record is 2 minutes 15.1, and that was set by a Fredericksburg young lady, Hannah Manius, back in 2005. Okay. No, Taylor has got, she's one of those rare kind that's got a lot of endurance, and she's got a little bit of speed.
Yeah, well, I tell you what she's also got, and she has got heart, and she's got competitiveness. I have her in class, and I'm telling you what, she can be on my team any day. in any sport because she's going to give it her all. You know, you got 3 of the girls basketball team that went to the regional finals in here. You got Ella Hartman, you got Avery Krause, and you got Taylor Grona. So I know Coach Grona's happy she's got her basketball kids running.
Exactly. Building strength and speed and jumping ability, all of those things.
Yeah. Staying in shape, being an athlete, that's what you want. And they're competing. They're competing differently. You know, basketball's team. This one's, more or less, it's an individual sport. So Grona take the lead. She's led from the onset. And I don't even think she's kicked it in yet.
She can start extending down the backstretch and
so Grona's in first. Second place is Haley Hall from Wimberley. Third place, Madison Anderson from Wimberley. So I try to get those numbers. There's Davenport runner, and then behind her is Avery Krause from Fredericksburg. Nice strong run there by Taylor Grona. She's going to take first place. So you've got Wimberley and Wimberley. And looks like Avery Krause is going to take fourth place. Nice run there by Avery Krause.
Good, yes.
Fifth, sixth. Here comes Ella for seventh. And then Bandera.
Two Wimberley girls ran pretty well.
Yeah,
too.
they did. I think the Anderson girl might have outlasted the Hall girl from Wimberley. Right at the very end, I think she caught her. Yep. Nope, Hall got second. Anderson, well, look how close that was.
Yes.
So the top 4 right there will go on. Grona, Hall, Anderson, and Krause.
.222.
All right, so now we'll go to the boys 800-meter run. Number 1 will be Christian Torres from Fredericksburg. Number 2, Colby Brasher from Fredericksburg. Number 3, Miles Hammond, Fredericksburg. 4 from Bernie, Devin Brownlee. 5, Blaze Rump from Wimberley. Number 6, Jacob Wheeler from Wimberley. Number 7, Jaden Soverall from Davenport. Number 8, Thomas Watson from Wimberley. Number 9, Caleb Price from Canyon Lake. Number 10, Max Migliozzi from Bernie. Number 11, Sam Nimrichter from Bandera. Number 12, Joshua Short from Bandera. Number 13, Steve Wolf from Davenport. And from Bandera, number 14, Ethan Brown. And they're off.
Christian Torres out fast and out strong. He has run a 159 this year, and I think he has potential to go faster.
Yeah, he's one of the kids that went to state this year for the boys in cross country. So he can run long distances. He's got a nice stride. He's got a pretty good lead already.
He's got speed because he runs on that 4x4 relay too. And I think his open quarter ran 51 yesterday. So looks like he's trying to push it pretty hard, get him a good time, and sometimes these PRs are pretty important to these guys.
But what it also does is I think it gets you a pretty good lane assignment for the next event.
Yes.
So
he looks pretty strong.
Boy,
right now.
he does. He's got a good 50, 60 yards. Second place is Miles Hammond. Third place, Colby Brasher.
If he's got anything left to kick, he's going to have a good time. Looks strong coming down.
So Christian Torres will win it for the boys. We'll see as looks like we got a number of them coming down. Hammond may be able to hold on to second. There's Hammond. And then Bernie, then Brasher.
That helped those boys right there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, getting
bunch of points.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I got to give Brasher's got a lot of heart. He got COVID this year, and because he played on our basketball team, and I know it really affected him. His times are not under 2 minutes. Nice run there by Torres. I know his times are not what they have been. But I tell you what, he's out there and he's giving it his all. I'm hoping that those lungs get back to normal, soon enough, so where he can continue to run. Because, last year you could see him kind of struggling, and how COVID has affected him.
Right. Well, and I always admire kids that I call sort of average. They're going to get you a point here and there,
right?
And they're going to perform pretty well, but they're not going to be outstanding. But when they're seniors, normally you don't have any trouble getting a senior to run if he's outstanding.
Right.
I mean, if he knows he's probably got a chance to go to Austin and he's one of the top dogs, so to speak, it's easy to get them to come out when they're seniors.
Right.
I admire seniors that come out and contribute a point here. And
yeah, they're the ones that they go, I'm not going to win it, but you know what? I'm gonna run as hard as I can, and if I get a point, anything to contribute. So you're right, and because that's what happens a lot of times. The kids when they're younger, I'm going to be in track because, man, I get to run. But all of a sudden, when they get a little older, and now you got younger guys with, younger legs that might, overtake you. Some will go, well, I'm not running the best, so I won't run. But, you need those ones that are going to say, Coach, I'm going to get you a point or two, because that's what it comes down to in the team aspect of it.
That's that old stuff right in here.
Yeah, that's the heart. Well, we got the hurdle people putting the hurdles on the track for the girls 100-meter hurdles, junior varsity division. These are the finals. We'll have 8. The top time in the prelims will be, like I said, in lane 4, and it'll go 4, 5, 3. There's 4, 5, 3, 6, 2. Yeah, you can do it in your mind.
7, 1, 8, I think.
So in lane 1 will be Jaden Jamison from Wimberley. Lane 2, Lydia Ross from Canyon Lake. Lane 3, Addie Wright from Bernie. Lane 4 and the leader after the prelims, Peyton Helbig from Wimberley. Also from Wimberley, Claire Valentine. She had the second fastest time. Lane 6 is Camilla Rodriguez from Fredericksburg. Lane 7, Emma Weaver from Davenport. And in lane 8, Savannah Mercer from Canyon Lake.
So we're going to look for the Wimberley JV girls here to throw a bunch of points out probably.
And, Bill, if you notice, the girls are not running the same direction they ran yesterday. Yesterday they came down the regular side of the track. I guess the wind blowing.
You try to give the advantage to the wind. Now, in order for a event to become a record, you're only allowed a certain wind. You have to have a wind gauge set up, and if it's above a certain speed, your record is not eligible.
Okay. Yeah, when I ran, and I knew that we were going to be running with the wind, I would always try to put on a bigger shirt to try to get that
With a
sail.
I'm not too sure how much that helps, but psychologically.
I got a big shirt, so it would help a little, that's for sure. It would really help if I had wheels as well.
Exactly.
So the girls will be running, I guess, right to left instead of left to right.
Yes.
If you're looking at a.
Even if you're in the stadium.
Yes.
Right to left. Made all the mamas and dads jump up and run.
Yeah, they all want to get to the finish line. It'll take a little extra time because I think they've got to go now. Well, do they already have a camera down there on that side for because this kind of race is going to be bang, bang, bang. Yes. So they probably had to take the what is that called?
FAT, fully automatic time.
Okay, I just call it the camera. So. Okay. It was confirmed. Caleb had told us that there is an F what?
FAT.
FAT. Yeah, I probably resemble that remark more than you do. And they're going to be running right into the camera. You're right, that's going to be perfect angle. I mean, they're going to come right at us. Now, we won't be able to tell who crosses the finish line, I don't think. Well, everyone will cross the finish line, but necessarily in what order.
I have speaking of that, I have a good friend. In fact, he was our captain on my collegiate track team that lives in Portland, Oregon now, became an engineer, and later in life he developed a fully automatic timing device and has sold quite a few around the United States. Even he's a couple of years older than I am, so he's still working.
Wow.
Also was good enough that he ran the 400 when the USSR in the United States always had a dual meet every summer. He was good enough to be on that team.
Wow. All right, so it looks like that they've got everything ready. Starters got them in the blocks. So here's a good view. I like this view. There's
yes.
lane 4. She was the leader going in, and she's got a commanding lead.
Well, she clicked one there.
Well, she did a nice job. Really, I think they say you want 3 to 4 steps between 3 if you're 3 really good.
4 you have to alternate.
Right. So good job by Peyton Helbig from Wimberley.
Yes.
They make them stay in the lane.
Keeping in their lanes until they post. No, I probably shouldn't have told that story because my son told me today, he said, don't talk about all those old things that you did back in the day.
Yeah, because I was going to say, the USSR, that was around in like 1870, right? No, I'm just kidding there, Bill.
It was a while ago.
Oh, that's all right. That just shows that we're real wise. The older we are, the wiser we are. So the girls 100-meter varsity hurdles. Well, now they got the 4x200. That's not what we're doing.
No. They're throwing a wrench in things. We're doing the girls.
We should be doing the girls varsity 100-meter hurdles.
100-meter hurdles.
And so for the varsity girls, lane 1 will be Summer Habe from Bandera. Thank you. Lane 2, Bailey Gold from Wimberley. Lane 3, Cameron Whiting from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Grace Harney from Wimberley. And once again, that we're talking about, that's the leader. Sydney Slaughter had the second fastest time from Fredericksburg. Bella Rosick will be in lane 6 from Fredericksburg. Lane 7, Claire Schroeder from Canyon Lake. And lane 8, Jasmine Phillips from Bernie. So keep your eyes on lane 4 and 5 between Harney from Wimberley and Slaughter from Fredericksburg. Both times in the very low 16s.
Right in the middle of the track is where you want to.
Boy, it's going to be close.
It's a good race.
It could be
Good
Wimberley, Fredericksburg, Fredericksburg. I think that was Harney from Wimberley, then Slaughter, and then Whiting. They like that 4x200 meter relay, don't they?
Somebody's that's in charge of that's going to be in real trouble.
Yes. So we, like I said, I think we got the top 3. That was Harney, Slaughter, and Whiting. That's about as fast as my eyes can pick up.
Yeah, but if we're going by that, I got the first one.
Well, I got to give credit to Billies.Live. They've got cameras in very good locations. I mean, we're getting good views great views of each race.
You bet. Probably for you people that are watching, you're probably getting a better view than you would be if you're in the stand.
Right. Well, here we go with the boys 110-meter hurdles. JV division, as they are fixing the hurdles, we're raising them up a little. Lane 1, Thomas DeMent from Bernie. Lane 2, Kevin Fortuna from Davenport. Lane 3, Cash McCullum from Wimberley. Lane 4, McCoy Bruce from Bernie. Lane 5, Otto Cornett from Fredericksburg. Lane 6, Carson Grona from Fredericksburg. Lane 7, William Keller from Fredericksburg. And in lane 8 from Bandera, Esteban Leyva. McCoy in lane 4 with the fastest time, 17:8:1, and then Cornett right next to him, 17:9:4.
Yeah, normally, unless somebody was holding back in the prelims, those middle lanes, 3, 4, and 5, you can
Those are the ones
keep
to
your
watch,
eyes
yeah.
on them, and the winner's going to be right in there. Of course, you know, when you say usually, that's kind of a weasel word to begin with.
Right.
Like sometimes, maybe, occasionally.
Well, I tell you what, 110s, this is a tough race. And I know Edwin Moses was an all-time great, ran for Team USA. But I'll tell you what, there was one guy I remember growing up when my dad coached at Elgin. We had a kid, and he ended up going to A&M and running. His name was Milton Baker, and I tell you, he was so smooth going over the hurdles. I mean, he had people. I mean, he was so good at it. He had the stands every time he would go over. Whoosh, whoosh. I mean, I'm talking just he would barely get over each hurdle, and it looked like he was just walking over. I loved watching Milton run those hurdles.
It certainly is an art, and it takes a lot of practice.
And it does, and because you if you jump, you're losing time because the more you're in the air, the more somebody else is taking off.
Get that foot on the ground.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll never forget Milton Baker. Boy, he was really nice to watch run those hurdles. All right, they've got him in the blocks. And there's our leader in lane 4. Second place is...
Ooh, somebody took a tumble.
Yep. So it looks like it's going to be Bruce Cornett, and I didn't get third. But, well, that's a good sign. He got up and finished. It looked like that was Carson Grona who took the tumble over that hurdle. But he got up. Some kids would, just walk off. But he got up and he finished. That's kudos to that young man. And there are our first and second place winners right there.
You still want us to run the 4x2?
Yeah. All right, so the boys 110 varsity 110-meter hurdles. We have 7. We have Presley Schumpelt from Wimberley, lane 1. Carson Welch from Fredericksburg in lane 2. Dane Carter from Fredericksburg, lane 3. Christian Marshall from Wimberley, lane 4. Tyler Moore from Bandera, lane 5. Avery Steele from Wimberley, lane 6. And Luke DeCuffa from Fredericksburg in lane 7.
Christian Marshall has a pretty good time. He may be the leader in the region in the 110 highs, but he'll be running for a stadium record of 13.90. Excellent time right there.
And he's the first one to hit the hurdle, or I don't mean hit the hurdle, but he reaches the first hurdle, and he's got a commanding lead for such a short race. Looks like it's going to be Bandera Dane Carter third for the Billies. So looked like we had Christian Marshall was first. Tyler Moore from Bandera was second. Dane Carter for the Billies was third.
And we're kind of stuck on the ability to give you times right now, unless they pop up on the scoreboard. We have no way of knowing.
Sorry. I mean, I can go 1001, 1002, 1003, but I don't think that'll be helpful. So now they'll take the hurdles off the track, and we will run the girls JV 100 meters, and we'll continue to go the same way we went with the hurdles. So the final heat in the JV girls 100-meter dash, Isabella Tomlinson from Fredericksburg, lane 1. Lane 2, Kaylee Vaughn from Davenport. Lane 3, Elizabeth Erlinson from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Talon Dotson from Davenport. She's got the low time. In lane 5, Annabelle Page from Fredericksburg. Lane 6, Maddie Brucheber from Wimberley. Lane 7, Anna Marino from Bernie. And in lane 8, Quinlan Taylor from Bandera.
Smells pretty good.
Yes, it does. You know, they've done a great job of getting those hurdles on and off the track. Kudos to that group.
Good hurdle people. They're waiting on somebody else, but they're not waiting on them.
No. They're probably waiting on the guy doing the jumbotron, trying to tell him, look, we're not doing the girls 4x200
yet. Hang on to that thought, you know.
What they need to do is they need to turn on to Billies.Live because, you know, we've got it down. And you see, we got JV girls 100-meter dash. We've got that down. Paige is doing a great job keeping everybody aware of what we're doing. And looks like they're just working on making sure to get. I guess they had to move the camera back.
Yes.
Yeah, because instead of 110, now that back to the 100 meters.
Then it has to be set exactly right. So.
Do they do that with a laser or?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, they're checking there. They've got Coach Myers. They said, "Hey, go through the line, stick out your chest."
Do it again. Who is the guy that's in charge of the camera? We should have his name, shouldn't we?
Of the camera?
Yeah.
Let's see. Kodak. No, that's not it. Does it give it?
Seth Bauer.
Okay, Seth Bauer, Track for Life. All right, so they got the camera in place. They're ready to go. This is the JV girls 100-meter dash. And it's going to be close. And looks like misfire maybe.
Yeah, either that or he didn't like the way somebody was messing around, getting in the blocks and.
Well, I didn't see anybody jump.
No, but either somebody was having a hard time getting in the blocks or their blocks wasn't set exactly right and they were having some problem, and he recognized that and just had them all stand up, and that's a great job, but a guy that's done a lot of the starting, you know.
Well, you know, it's you know, running the prelims and what we've had already with the finals. You know, we've yet to have and I need to knock on wood, we've yet to have a false start.
Yeah, and we don't want to.
No, yeah.
You know, the new rules are, you jump one time, you're done.
Yeah, used to you got a freebie. It was like a tennis. You got a fault. Okay, you got, you know.
And then they gave the field one start. But now it's ever who jumps, you're done.
Oh.
And at a district meet, that's not the time to jump.
Yeah, you're right. So that looks like that's Davenport. He's got the lead. Davenport and Fredericksburg. So number 4, that was Talon Dodson. And then maybe Erlinson from Fredericksburg with second.
Yeah, if you're fighting tooth and toenail for a district championship and one of your people jumps that you expected to get points, he's not in very good graces with the head coach.
Yep. That's for sure. And don't jump if you're in a relay, because then you're going to have 4.
Plus, the relay counts double points.
All right, so the boys 100-meter dash, junior varsity division, lane 1, Beckett Bruner from Wimberley. Lane 2, Marcus Hernandez from Wimberley. Lane 3, Judge Erickson from Davenport. Lane 4, with the leading time of 11.95, Jacob Burton Wood from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Brandon Carrillo from Wimberley. Lane 6, Giovanni Borjas from Fredericksburg. Lane 7, Tate Craycraft from Bernie. And Lane 8, Zahir Livingston from Davenport. Looks like there was a scratch in lane 7. And they're off. Looks like Wimberley's out in front. Maybe Wimberley, Fredericksburg, Wimberley.
Yep.
That could be Carrillo, then Burton Wood, and then Hernandez. That's what we think.
Got 1,000 people lined up right on the railing here, and people in the stands are not able to see.
Yeah, they're always. You know how they have a get back coach in football. They need a get back coach there on the track. So we have the girls 100-meter dash, the varsity division. Lane 1, Riley Smith from Bandera. Lane 2, Samara Koenig from Bernie. Lane 3, Brianna Stimmel from Bandera. Lane 4, Anna Gold from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Peyton Salado from Fredericksburg. Lane 6, Kennedy Tuttle from Davenport. Lane 7, Jordan Lim from Bernie. And lane 8 from Fredericksburg, Mary Armis.
You know, Tim, in college, going back to the old days again, but in Abilene, at Abilene Christian, back in the day, they had a standing rule that for track meets, you remain seated in the stands, and they had great crowds. I mean, the stands would be overloaded. If everybody stayed seated, everybody could see the entire race.
Right.
Once somebody stood up, everybody
yep.
stands up.
Yeah.
So that they wanted you to be, applaud and be as loud and holler all you wanted to, but stay seated.
Oh, there's a false start.
There's That's pretty costly right there.
Well, if she goes before the gun,
The only way that they can do that is if they confer and decide that there was some reason why she jumped other than not listening for the commands.
right?
They can leave her in the race. It's up to them. Other than that, they'll turn those starting blocks sideways and she's finished.
Yeah, I think they're talking to her, and well, good. They're going to let her run. Good for those guys. I mean, that's not an advantage, and I didn't think that she took off before the gun. I mean, right before the gun. You know, there's a difference.
I bet she'll set in there this time.
Yeah. They're going to be halfway. If it was me, they'd be halfway down the track before I got out. So we're going to retry this. Lanes 4 and 5 are your favorites. So it's going to be between Gold and Salado. And that's what it looks like. It's going to be Gold, Salado, and Bandera. So Gold, Salado, and Stimmel, 1, 2, and 3. They might be showing the results now. I tried texting up there, and they said they should be doing that. So maybe we can. Maybe they've gotten off that 4x200 meter relay.
They will get a chance to come back and put that up, though.
Yeah. But that'll make them happy. So now the boys varsity 100 meter dash. Lane 1, Chaston Golden from Davenport. Lane 2, Gunnar Winkler from Bandera. Lane 3, Patrick Allman from Canyon Lake. Lane 4, Shane Moss from Canyon Lake. Lane 5, Canyon Staten from Wimberley. Lane 6, Jesse Leha from Fredericksburg. Lane 7, Travis Steele from Wimberley. And Lane 8, Kyler Payne from Davenport. Your low time is 11.27 in the prelims. That was Shane Moss from Canyon Lake.
If I'm not mistaken, he won the long jump yesterday too with a 21.6, something like that.
A very athletic young man right there. Well, they're going neck and neck. Oh, lane 5, Stanton. I think it was Stanton, then Moss. One, I don't know who got third.
I do not either.
Well, I'm glancing up at the board. You know, they still have the girls 2x400. There it is. Oh, that's crazy. I'm going to text Coach Hex because he should be working on that.
Does that fall under John's responsibility?
Yeah, I don't know. I tell you what, he does a lot of work on that jumbotron. He does an outstanding job. John Hex does. So I'm just razzing him a little.
Well, he's got a tough job sometimes.
Yeah. So now they're going to, guess what? It's
4x2.
Now it's time for the 4x200 meter relay. So
get it up on that scoreboard.
Yeah. It's already there. It's been there for the last 20 minutes.
He's been anxiously awaiting.
So we're going with the girls JV. Lane 2 will be Fredericksburg. Lane 3 will be Wimberley. Lane 4, Canyon Lake. Lane 5, Davenport. Lane 6, Bandera. And Lane 7, Bernie. So for those who are not sure what you do in this event, you've got 4 people, and they're going to run a 200. And so they're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 handoffs. 3 important handoffs. They're going to start. They're going back to the regular finish line, aren't they?
Yes. They go back to the regular finish line,
Well,
which will take a minute to get everything set
yeah,
up.
now they're going to have to bring the camera back down here. But that's probably what we're waiting on.
This has a double stagger because you stay in your lane
The whole time.
the whole
around.
time.
Yeah. So that means whoever's in lane 7, they're going to be almost at the turn. Well, not quite, but
Yeah, they'll be around.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have curb judges to make sure that everybody's in their lane and they get the handoff, and that they get that inside the
20 meters, I believe, is what they're allowed.
Okay. And this is a lot different than taking the handoff from the mile relay. Mile relay, it's more of a, you can turn back and look and make sure you get it because you really don't want to drop it there. Here, it's got to be quick.
This is more like a 4x100 handoff. It's kind of a blind handoff. Now, you'll see some, especially on the JV, you'll see some people that get excited and take off too soon, and they don't want to get outside that 20-meter zone. They'll almost stop and turn to look back to take that. But that's not what it's designed to do.
Yeah, you lose time,
Yes,
really.
yes.
And in something like the race like this, time is of the essence.
If you're working on your handoffs, you normally take a blind handoff without looking back.
JV girls on the track, stay warm. There'll be a 5-minute delay right now while we're syncing the computers and putting the results up.
So you can see, I believe we're lane 6 is the farthest one, and it's almost at the top of the curve. No, I believe she's in lane 7.
They have the scoreboard up to date now. Coach Hacks was telling me that when they switched running going back up the other way, it kind of messed up the computer stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Probably had a program that
Yeah.
was set in there, so we can understand that. We will. The only sad thing about it is, I can guarantee you will not get the results tomorrow morning in the San Antonio paper.
Yeah. I wonder what the holdup is.
I would say they're still working on setting the clock, getting it exactly set over the finish line, and it just takes a little time to do that.
Well, you know what?
Either that, or we might have got ahead of schedule.
Well, I'm good at solving problems, and you know the way to solve that problem: bring two cameras, have one set there, or have one set the other one. Boom.
Yeah.
But you know,
you could probably do that.
I'm probably better at creating problems than solving them.
Well, we got a little hold up here. Either getting the camera set back up at the finish line, or we're maybe got off schedule just a little bit. We can get that cleared up and go in just a minute.
Oh, there we go. Girls 100-meter hurdles. These are the finals. It was Habe from Bandera, gold from Wimberley, Whiting from Fredericksburg, Harney from Wimberley. No, actually, I think those are actually the lane assignments.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, I don't think those were the final results. I think those were the lane assignments. Yeah, no, I don't. I think that that's actually what I have on here with what they gave us. So those are not the results. But that's all right. We're trying to get that information to you.
We're just about ready to get started here in just a moment.
I don't know if I'd put money on that, though. I don't see, excuse me, any of the flags going up. And there's the starter. He's not even in position. But you may be right about time. 7:31. What time? Yeah, we're way ahead of schedule. Oh, we're a little behind. Uh-oh, I'm going to give Coach Aldridge a hard time about this. Well, we've got a little break in the action. Technical difficulty with the time, the FAT. So we got fat problems. They ain't the only one.
It's like that old boy said, I've got a flat stomach. Silent L.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to, if that's all right while we wait, I hope you guys don't mind dead air. I'm going to take a couple bites of this Chicken Express that we got. Yeah, although right when I say I'm fixing to do that, there's a starter getting ready. You know, I've been a starter before, Bill. In this race right here, you're actually in the blocks a little longer than usual just because it takes you a while to scan to make sure that everybody's ready. When you say on your mark and then set, then you got to scan. And so, yeah, you got to be patient here if you're in the blocks.
It's very difficult if there's only one. That's why a backup starter is important to help. He can see 4 lanes, and the starter can see 4. He doesn't have to. Because I guarantee you, on a long stagger, if you look all the way back down to number 1, and you think you're going to get all the way back out there, people can jump behind you, and you'll never see them.
All right, well, we'll just wait along with them.
Okay, we're ready for the 800 meter relay. Exchange zone 2.
Yep, I see white flags, so that doesn't mean we surrender. That means we're a go. So we're going to start with the JV girls 4x200 meter relay. are off.
Again, you have a double stagger. Everybody will stay in their lane for the whole 2 laps. So if you're trying to figure out who's in the lead,
wait till you get to the end.
Look who is handing a stick off, and that gives you a little bit of an idea. Who hands that stick off first has probably got a lead.
Yeah, I would say that Davenport has got the lead right now. And people are probably going, no duh, they're out in front. Looks like Wimberley's coming up in lane 3.
Making up some distance.
Yeah, I think Davenport's got probably about a 3-stride lead.
Yep.
So Davenport, Wimberley, I believe Fredericksburg 1, 2, and 3 right now.
And Fredericksburg is trying to make a move.
So it looks like it is going to be Davenport. For the girls JV, Davenport, Wimberley, Fredericksburg, and Bandera, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then Canyon Lake and Bernie. All right, so now we get to move on to the boys JV, 4x200 meter relay. Lane 2 will be Fredericksburg, lane 3 Wimberley, lane 4 Bandera, lane 5 Bernie, lane 6 Canyon Lake, and lane 7 will be Davenport.
In this men's 4x200, we have a very fine stadium record set by let me double check myself here. The men's, I was looking at the women's. The men's stadium record was set by a Judson team in 2005, and a very fine 1 minute 26 seconds .90.
Wow.
That's
and they're off. JV boys.
Results to the JV girls 100 meter hurdle. In 6th place, Weaver from Davenport. 5th place, Wright from Bernie. 4th place, Rodriguez Fredericksburg. 3rd place, Jameson Wimberley. 2nd, Valentine Wimberley. 1st, Helbig Wimberley. Varsity girls 100 meter hurdle.
Looks like Wimberley may be in the lead. They were the first ones to get the baton.
4th, Rozak Fredericksburg. 3rd, Whiting Fredericksburg. 2nd, Slaughter Fredericksburg. 1st, Harney Wimberley. JV boys.
Looks like a pretty good turnout. People in the stands tonight, Coach. That's good.
Yeah, trying to get back to normal.
We all like to see people out to support these young men and young women. There's nothing any better.
Varsity boys, 110-meter hurdle. 6, Shumpel, Wimberley. 5th, Kentucky, Fredericksburg.
This race has tightened up a little bit.
It looks like Bernie,
3rd, Carter, Fredericksburg.
Bernie, then Davenport, Wimberley, and Fredericksburg,
Marshall,
all pretty close. Now they hit the straightaway, and it's Bernie, Davenport, Fredericksburg's picked up. Can they hold on? So Bernie, Davenport, Fredericksburg, and Wimberley, I believe.
No, Coach, I was just looking at that stadium record there, and that's 4 times all under 20, averaging under 22 seconds.
Yeah, that's pretty good running.
Yes, it is, especially when you can find 4 all in one high school. Got the varsity girls coming up next.
Change on 1.
And the varsity girls 4x200-meter relay. Davenport will be in lane number 2, Bernie in lane number 3, Wimberley in lane number 4, Fredericksburg in lane number 5, Canyon Lake in lane number 6, and Bandera in lane number 7. Just about ready for the start of this race.
As the sun is setting in the hill country.
Isn't that
beautiful view
nice
there?
Sunset, yep. I'm a big fan of those sunsets. Sit out on the back porch and look at them.
Yeah. Got a yellow flag here. That's not a good sign.
May have an infraction.
Well, now it looks like they get the white,
There we go.
white flag. Somebody surrendered. So I guess the best times maybe are coming from lane 4 and 5, 3, 4, and 5. So on paper, it's going to be Wimberley, Fredericksburg, Bernie. And we'll see what happens.
You have to keep in mind that sometimes you may not run your best time because coach may be juggling. Remember, he can name 6 people on his relay teams, and he may be juggling people around, trying to score as many points for a team championship as possible. And times may be a little slower because of that. Maybe a little faster because of that. Bernie having a little, Bandera having a little trouble.
That's Wimberley in the lead. Fredericksburg, Sydney Slaughter going down the back stretch.
Running a pretty strong leg, but Wimberley is hanging in there. Remember, not a good handoff for Fredericksburg right there either. A lot of ground to make up now because she fell behind even further.
So it looks like it's Wimberley. I think that's Davenport, Bernie, and Fredericksburg. So Wimberley is going to win it. And Davenport and Fredericksburg came back, got third.
Which
Bandera, then Canyon Lake.
That's important again. First four finishers in this track meet, district track meet. We'll get to go to Wimberley next Wednesday or Thursday on the 15th.
Yeah. And there's the times. So Wimberley in first, 147.9. Then Davenport, Fredericksburg, Bernie, Bandera, then Canyon Lake. So those times aren't bad. So the boys varsity 4x200 meter relay, lane 2 Davenport, lane 3 Fredericksburg, 4 is Bernie, 5 Wimberley, 6 Bandera, and 7 Canyon Lake.
Coach Kramer, you probably know all the, when you see them, you probably know the 4 guys that we have running on this.
I believe we're going to start off with Gibby Lambert. I think maybe the second leg may be Carson Welch. Thought that was Gabe Cross. That was near the third. Yeah. And then Don Neary could be the anchor leg. Could be Judd Beard. We'll see.
Of the JV girls 100 meter dash, 6th place Marino Bernie, 5th Vaughn Davenport, 4th Bruce Bear Wimberley, 3rd Page Fredericksburg,
Yeah, that's Gibby Lambert.
Fredericksburg, 1st Dodson Davenport,
For Fredericksburg, handing off to Carson Welch.
6th Livingston Davenport, 5th Bormont Fredericksburg, 4th
That is Wimberley in the lead.
3rd Hernandez Wimberley, 2nd Hartley Wood Fredericksburg, 1st Correa Wimberley. Varsity girls 100 meter dash, 6th Smith Bandera, 5th Tuttle Davenport, 4th Koenig Ernie, 3rd Skimmel Bandera.
Billy's got some ground to make up here if they're going to get in that top 4, don't they?
Yeah, they're going to have to. They're going to have to. And, you know, I think they may be in 4th right now. It's going to be close, but they're in Canyon Lake. Yeah, I think that's Don Neary. So I think Wimberley, Bernie,
Wimberley.
And then the 3 and 4 spots are up for grabs. Wimberley, Bernie. There is Bandera and Fredericksburg.
There we go.
So they made the top 4.
A 400-meter dash coming up. Girls Junior Varsity.
Lane 1 will be Eleanor Burns. Lane 2 from Fredericksburg. Lane 2, Destiny Hester from Wimberley. Lane 3, Abby Smith from Bernie. Lane 4, Raven Garcia from Davenport. Lane 5, Maya Jones from Wimberley. Lane 6, Nuria Everett from Davenport. Lane 7, Zoe O'Neill from Canyon Lake. And in lane 8, Annabelle Page from Fredericksburg. This one will have a much shorter stagger, but you still have to stay in your lane. There's a new phrase that you hear a lot now. Tell somebody, hey, stay in your lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
In other words, I do not need your opinion.
Exactly. Keep your advice to yourself.
That's right. Now I see a couple girls are starting without blocks. I don't know, is there an advantage, disadvantage of?
You can argue that point, and you know, I guess at a certain level, you start running, and I'm thinking more from a men's time rather than women. But for a man, if he starts running, 45 and 46 or faster, there may be a little advantage like that. If you're, I've always thought, I've seen a number of kids stand up and run under 50 seconds.
I would think when you stand up, some of them will take that false step backwards, which kind of, see, right there you had a little stutter step, so.
And I think it's a matter of what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
I don't believe that, and I may be wrong, I don't believe that my son ever came out of a starting blocks.
Oh, really?
He was not a sprinter, but he was a 400-mile relay guy.
Yeah.
He just preferred standing up. It's like Davenport, Wimberley, I can't tell for sure. Old lies are hard to see it. Give them to you here in just a second when they're posted.
Team totals for JV girls after the 4x2.
That was the JV girls 400.
6, Bernie, 28 points. 5th, Canyon Lake, 34 points.
Bill, here's the board.
Got the JV boys coming up.
3rd, Fredericksburg, 91.
Lane assignment for the JV boys, lane number 1.
And with 116 points.
Galarza Salas. Lane number 2, Shane McClendon. Number 3, Woodrow Guin. Number 4, Nicholas Ramirez. Lane 5, Sam Kennel. Lane 6, Charlie Johnson from Fredericksburg. Lane 7, Ethan Lozano, Fredericksburg. And lane 8, Amal Thorne, Fredericksburg. Runners are in their blocks. Guns just about to go off. And we have a good start.
You got it, Sean. Push yourself. 2 relay. 6th place, Bandera, 26 points. 5th place,
Canyon Lake is running, moving out,
Wimberley, 77.
making up staggers and looking strong right now.
Fredericksburg and
Wimberley's in the lead.
Yeah, Wimberley, Nicholas Ramirez.
And with 97 points, Davenport.
Got 3 Fredericksburg guys on lane 6, 7, and 8.
And he looks plenty strong.
Looks like you've got 2 Bernie kids vying for 2nd, 3rd.
That's a fine race right there.
And that 3rd place is going to be a photo finish.
Yes, sir.
Don't know if Fredericksburg was able to step in there and get 3rd. We'll see. Bernie for 3rd. Lozano got 4th. Johnson 5th. All right.
That's some points. Not as many as Bernie had. Bernie jumped up there with 14 points. Pretty good 52.95 for JV. That's
the girls 400-meter dash. Lane 1, Hannah Edwards from Bandera. Lane 2, Trinity Butler from Bandera. Lane 3, Hayden Chappell Chappelle from Bernie. Lane 4, Anna Gold from Fredericksburg, and she's got the lowest time, fastest time by over 2 seconds. So she's the favorite. In lane 5, Madison Morris from Bernie. Lane 6, Holly Harwood from Wimberley. Lane 7, Riley German from Wimberley. And lane 8, Ella Sanchez from Fredericksburg.
yes, Anna Gold has.
She's got the best time in the region.
She's got the best time, I believe, in the region in this event, and she'll be running at a stadium record 56:20. So
that's moving.
May not reach that, but there'll be something to shoot for.
I say she's going to break 59. She might run a 58.
She's certainly capable of doing that. Good, tall, strong. Got a good stride. And she's been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Ever since a freshman.
Very experienced runner. She's got state track meet experience.
Yes.
She's got a pretty comfortable lead there. Only question is going to be 2nd place.
Still looking strong through the home stretch. That's very, very nice run.
2nd place is going to be Bernie and maybe Bernie Bandera. Let's see if they put the official results up there. Gold, 58.6. Good, nice run there.
Yep. Very nice. Very, very well done.
So Fredericksburg, Bernie, Bandera, Fredericksburg, no. Fredericksburg, Bernie, Bandera, Bernie. All right, so we'll move on to the boys 400-meter dash. Varsity, lane 1, Jaleel Soverall from Davenport. Lane 2, Felix Diaz from Bandera. Lane 3, Nathan Brooks from Wimberley. Lane 4, with the lowest time, Christian Torres from Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Landon Gary from Wimberley. Lane 6, Jesse Leha, Fredericksburg. Lane 7, William French from Bernie. And 8, Bodie Brown from Bernie.
And Christian Torres in lane 4 had the fastest time, of course, and just finished winning the 800 not too long ago. And
that's a pretty quick
probably
turnaround.
will step up after a while and run a leg on the 4x4 relay, 4x400.
And they're off. Torres probably the statistical favorite in lane 4.
Wimberley running very well in 5 right now.
Boy, he's coming out strong. That's Landon Gary from Wimberley.
That'll give Christian something to pull on when they come around the turn here.
Yeah, we'll see if he's got another gear. As you've got Wimberley, Fredericksburg, Wimberley.
And Leha is hanging in there for 4th place, too. Look here.
Yeah, he's going to get him. I think Torres is going to get first if he can hold on. So Torres, then Gary, then Brooks from Wimberley and Wimberley.
Don't know the time yet, but that was a fine.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what his time was there.
50:67. I believe that's his best time this year, too.
50.67, yeah. Almost under the, anytime you're getting under 50, you're moving. So, yeah, nice run there by Torres.
You get around that 50 flat mark, up or down a little, and you're pretty good.
Yeah, and, I think he probably owes some of that to Gary, who kind of pushed him.
Yes.
Gary really came out there strong.
Yes, he did.
So the girls' 300-meter hurdles JV division, lane 1, Natalie Plancarte from Fredericksburg, Whitney Phillips from Fredericksburg. Lane 3, Addie Wright from Bernie. Lane 4, Camila Rodriguez, Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Katie Rudwick from Davenport. Lane 6, Reagan Pack from Wimberley. Lane 7, Lydia Ross from Canyon Lake. And lane 8 from Bandera, Haley Garcia. So probably take a few minutes to get all the hurdles up.
Well, I believe they got them. We already complimented that hurdle crew for a good job. They, again, jumped out there and got them set up, and looks like we're ready to roll.
Yeah, I wish they had taken a little more time. I could have gotten a little more chicken strip. Well, I tell you what, boy, once again, we want to thank Billies.Live and Paige Finley for covering the district track meet. I tell you what, just quality pictures. I don't know if our viewers can do anything, but I don't know. Is there any way that they can support you guys? Let them know that you guys did a great job. I don't know. Get on Instagram. Well, I don't even have Instagram. Maybe TikTok. I don't know. Say something. You guys give kudos to Billies.Live. They actually, during this COVID, with the lack of fans being able to go, they've covered football games, they've covered basketball games, softball games, baseball games, you name it. They do weddings, they do heck, what else? You name it, they'll do it. They'll put it on TV.
But it is special for a lot of these athletes and a lot of parents.
Well, I tell you what, I was thankful because, during the basketball season, heck, I got COVID. I didn't know I had it. Had nothing, no symptoms or anything. But I had to miss a game, so I got to watch it on, Billies.Live. Yep. And, of course, I'd much rather be there. I was miserable at home watching our guys play the way we were. So, anyway, but – yeah, I had to get a new TV because I broke the other one. So, and the girls are off. Who's going to hit that hurdle first? It looked like lane 4 and lane 5 are the leaders. That's usually how you can tell is who's going to be jumping the hurdle first. So that's Rodriguez and Rudewick from Fredericksburg and Davenport. Both of them running
pretty neck and neck.
Now.
Okay.
Here comes Bernie, Addie Wright in third. Looks like it comes down to that last one.
Yeah, you don't want to stumble on that last one. That's
how many times that's what the case is. You get to that last one, you're in the lead, and you just don't. It gets you just enough to where somebody jumps it clean, and they're able to get in there. But Camila Rodriguez was able to hold off Katie Rudewick to pick up the win, and Addie Wright from Bernie in third place. So now we'll have the boys 300-meter hurdles. Yeah, that's what it should be. My paperwork is incorrect. You're right. Thank you, Paige. It should be the girls. That way they don't have to
change the
hurdles. So the varsity girls, and we'll see if they're going to make that change. Should be the girls. Lane 1, it will be Minnow Franson from Fredericksburg. Lane 2, Bailey Gold. Yep, there's the girls. From Wimberley, lane 3, Claire Schroeder from Canyon Lake. Lane 4, Cameron Whiting from Fredericksburg. Lane 6, Grace Harney from Wimberley. Lane 6, Carson Kurtz from Bernie. Lane 8, Jade Whiting. We got sister versus sister here for Fredericksburg, and then Summer Habe from Bandera in lane 8. But the two times to watch, Cameron Whiting and Grace Harney, there's 100 of a second that separates them from the prelim times. There's red sky at night, sailor's delight, right?
Yes, exactly. I wish it meant rain.
just as long as it doesn't rain out in my golf, on the weekends.
And let's see, our district golf meet was last week,
Yes, sir.
and regional is next week.
It will be the 19th through the 21st, through the 22nd. So Jade Whiting in the lead in lane 7. Harney coming up fast. Now she's got the lead there in lane 5. Here comes Cameron Whiting. I think she has taken the lead. Key here is to stretch out those. Don't chop your steps. She chopped that one. Cameron Whiting in the lead. There you go. She's got first, Harney second, and Canyon Lake. I think that's Claire Schroeder, third place for Canyon Lake.
We'll see in just a minute. I think the Franson girl got fourth. She'll get to go to regional, or not to regional, but area. No, she got fifth.
Yep. So it'll go Whiting, Harney, Schroeder, and Gold. We'll go to Wimberley.
She was close. She ran a good race.
Still, you've got points and all there for the Billies, Lady Billies. All right, so now we'll go to the JV
boys.
The JV boys. And that means, I'm going to get this paperwork.
Just got one out of place there on your paperwork, don't you?
Well, actually, I don't have it. Oh, there it is. Okay. JV boys. Lane 1, Caleb Hamby from Bernie. Lane 2, Edward Santos, Canyon Lake. Lane 3, Kevin Fortuna from Davenport. Lane 4, Tyler Balderas from Canyon Lake. Lane 5, McCoy Bruce, Bernie. Lane 6, Thomas DeMint, Bernie. Lane 7, Ryan Howe from Davenport. And in lane 8, from Fredericksburg, Otto Cornett. And at the Masters, Justin Rose with a 7 under after day 1. That's impressive. I would love to play that course.
I'd love to see it.
Oh, man. All right, so JV boys getting ready to get in the blocks.
Fredericksburg have anybody in here?
Yeah, lane 8, Otto
Lane
Cornett.
8, okay.
Boy, that 3 of them hit the hurdles at the same time, so it's going to be tough to call this one. There's Canyon Lake in the lead, then Bernie, so that would be, well, that's actually Wimberley, I believe. Nope, I was right with Bernie the first time. Canyon Lake, Bernie. So Balderas, then Hamby, and then Bruce. 1, 2, 3.
And then Cornett.
Cornett got 4th. Good job there by Otto. Would it sound corny to say he ought to get fourth?
Yeah.
All right, so the boys varsity 300-meter hurdles. Lane 1, Presley Schumpelt from Wimberley. Lane 2, Dane Carter from Fredericksburg. Lane 3, Carson Welch from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Christian Marshall from Wimberley. Lane 5, Tyler Moore from Bandera. Lane 6, Logan Brookshire from Wimberley. And Lane 8, Angel Neary from Fredericksburg. Best times you're going to find in lane 4 and 5, Christian Marshall from Wimberley and Tyler Moore from Bandera. So should have a pretty good race here. Yeah, 7 and 8. That's Brookshire from Wimberley and Neary from Fredericksburg not running.
And running at a stadium record, a very fine 37 flat. Helped by a young man that I remember running, T.R. Cecil from Junction in 2002.
Tyler Moore's got the lead. He's got Christian Marshall right there. They're going neck to neck. Oh, and we talked about he had just clipped that last hurdle.
Yep, and it cost him.
So it looks like it's going to be Marshall, then Moore. And then I believe Carter and Welch got third and fourth for the Billies. Welch got third and Carter got fourth. So those four will be heading on to area. Boy, Moore had that the whole way and just clipped enough of that hurdle to allow Marshall to step in and take first place.
Yep.
But they will meet again.
He'll get another chance.
Yeah, I'll get another chance.
Yes.
All right, so now we'll move up to the 200-meter dash, JV girls. Lane 1, Ashlyn Mazur from Bernie. Isabella Tomlinson from Fredericksburg. Ryan Kovacs from Davenport. In lane 3, lane 4, Zoe Cross from Davenport. Lane 5, Elizabeth Erlandson from Fredericksburg. Lane 6, Miranda Aliman from Fredericksburg. Lane 7, Estella Calderon from Bandera. And Eleanor Jones in lane 8 from Canyon Lake.
We are back on time for the schedule, and the 200-meter dash will start at
Getting pretty close to the end of the meet now. We got the 200, the 1600, and then the 4x400 relay, and finish off the meet. It's good running. Every runner that's ever been at a track meet loves running at night. Get that sun down and still nice and warm, and there's just something about it. Maybe it's like being a little kid and you feel like you run fast anyway because you're scared or something. And
yeah, oh no, I'd much rather run at night. I run faster at night because I'm scared, and the good thing about running at night is sometimes people can't see how slow you actually are. So it's just fun.
I guess some of my fondest memories were being able to run at night.
Well, it's something about the lights, I guess. Shout out to Bernie Soccer. Their boys are, I think, playing in the regional finals. I think they're playing tonight.
Either that or the semis. One of the two.
Good luck to them. Continue to represent District 28 4A.
Softball season going on, baseball season going on, golf.
Still got a lot of things going on.
Yep.
Had the STAR test today.
And before you know it, it'll be another time to graduate.
Yeah. I can't believe April. It's just around, I'm telling you. Graduation just around the corner.
Yes. Hopefully it'll be a normal kind of graduation this year.
Yes.
May not be, but we can pray for that.
Yeah, we'll make it as normal as possible. Kudos to our administration last year. I thought they did an outstanding job of how they did it.
Yes.
They allowed some people, the kids, the way they had it set up on the field. I think they're going to use it like that for now on because with that little distance there, you got a better chance of seeing your child.
Yes.
It was too close.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think graduation really went well last year considering the time. And they had it on Billy's. Didn't they have it on Billies.Live last year? And they're going to continue. They're going to have it on Billies.Live again.
Well, I mean, let's face it. That's a very important time in a young person's life. It's a special moment,
Well, it's special for the kids, but it's really more special for the parents.
Well,
it really is, because what it means is they're finally getting out of the house. Well, I'm just kidding,
But in some cases, there, as an individual, you get ready to leave the nest too.
Right.
It's kind of being a grandparent now and an old man. I've often said when I see somebody that their kids are 9 years old.
Right.
You know what I'll tell them? You've had them half as long as you're going to have them. And it's a pretty sobering thing to say to a parent. That's That's half of the time that I have them. That's it. And they suddenly realize that and think, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But
well, I wonder what the holdup is now.
It didn't take that long to get the hurdles off the track, I'll promise you that.
No, I don't think that was the issue.
And they shouldn't have to reset the clock. I mean, the camera. Unless somebody tripped over it.
Unplugged it. Hey, we got to run those a couple races over. All right, there, the man in green. The starter is ready to go. He puts in the earplugs. All right, so our JV girls are in the blocks. There's a good view right there. So it looks like that's in the lead in lane 3. Well, now it's in lane 7. Elizabeth Erlandson. And then Zoe Cross was 1 and 2. And not sure who got 3 and 4. As they'll make the changes here on the board in just a few seconds. Erlandson from Fredericksburg, Cross from Davenport.
That was
Kovacs from Davenport. Tomlinson from Fredericksburg. Olliman for Fredericksburg. Calderon and Mazur and Jones. That leads us to the JV boys 200-meter dash. Lane 1, Braden Mulkey from Davenport. Lane 2, Silas Galarza, Davenport. Lane 3, Cristobal Neri from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Ryan Shaw from Wimberley. Lane 5, from Fredericksburg, Jacob Burton Wood. Lane 6, Connor Audette from Bernie. Lane 7, Chase Carson from Wimberley. And in lane 8, Nathan Bear from Fredericksburg. And there are two good-looking men right there. Who's Tim Kamen and Bill Wood. Bill White, I'm sorry. Yeah, I shouldn't have given them the right names. I'm glad that you did that, though, Paige. That way my wife believes that I was here working. So...
Must have had a distraction from someplace that made the starter just stand everybody up.
Yep.
Want to give everybody a good, fair chance to get out and show their stuff.
It looks like Ryan Shaw for Wimberley out in the lead, and then Woods in second. Neary's going to be in third, and Bear might have gotten fourth. So Shaw, Burton Wood, Neary, Galarza getting fourth from Davenport.
Pretty good JV time. If they've got 3 or 4 faster than that time for the varsity,
right? Yeah, that's going to be good.
They're in good shape.
The girls' varsity 200-meter dash. Lane 1, Riley Shear from Canyon Lake. Lane 2, Bentley Lees from Fredericksburg. Lane 3, Jeriana McWilliams from Davenport. Lane 4 with the best time, Kiana Van Haren from Davenport. Lane 5, Emily Thames from Wimberley. Lane 6, Landry D'Ortez from Fredericksburg. Lane 7 from Fredericksburg, Ella Sanchez. And Lane 8, Addison Amick from Bernie.
Lane 4 is the young lady that had the 18 feet 6 inch long jump.
Does that mean if she long jumps her way to the finish line, she'll beat everybody again?
I'll tell you what, I'll bet she can run pretty well, too.
Well, I saw they posted it on Twitter yesterday about her getting first place in the long jump, so definitely proud.
That may be as good a performance as we're seeing at the meet.
Well, you know, she makes history because she's the first girl to win district at that event, because this is their first year as a school. So congratulations
She has a school record.
Kiana.
And I'm going to predict that school record may stay for a good while.
Yeah.
I don't know what our school record is right offhand.
For the long jump? Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I know my wife Lisa's got the triple jump.
Yes.
And she had the long jump for a while, but I think somebody might have bested her there. I mean, that's why they're there, to be broken. So,
right. What did Lisa jump in high school? Long jump.
Long jump, she was like 17-11. So
which again,
she was.
You jump 18 as a young lady in high school. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Of course, 17-11 in my book is 18. You know, so.
As they make the turn, I think that's Kiana.
Yeah, she's a good runner also.
She's going to win it, I think. Kiana, Emily Thames in second, Landry Dartez in third, and I believe Jeriana McWilliams in fourth. So I'm sure she's going to be on Twitter again, congratulating her with the 200-meter dash victory. And so the boys 200-meter dash, the varsity division, lane 1, Gunnar Winkler from Bandera. Lane 2, Cameron Wada from Wimberley. Lane 3, Cade Yinsky from Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Colby Brown from Bernie. Lane 5, Juan Almedo Barraco from Wimberley. Lane 6, Latrell Ross from Davenport. Lane 7, Ty Pruitt from Wimberley. And lane 8, Shane Moss from Canyon Lake. And no lane 8, no Shane Moss. And they're off. Colby Brown is the probably favorite here. Good race there between Brown and Olmedo Barraco. I think Brown's going to pull away. Be interesting to see who got third and fourth. Not sure if Yinsky was able to outlean Wada.
Ross in third. They're checking the tape right now, I bet.
Yeah, because it was bang
close.
bang.
Yeah.
So that fourth spot. Whether they go to area, they're going to have to look at the film. Well, it must be really close if it's taking this long. Probably one 1/100th of a second difference.
I've seen them give the same time and give you know, the advantage to one or the other, but I give them the same time. That's even closer. .22.22 and .22.49 both are good 200 times. Do you know the stadium record is like 20.97? We have had some great athletes run track right out here at Fredericksburg.
Right.
We have had some great track meets in the past. Some that I have enjoyed for the last 50 years. You know, Yinsky did get third.
Oh, wow.
Fourth, I mean.
Or fourth. Yeah, by 1/100th.
Yep.
My wife is so humble, I tell you. She just texted me. I didn't jump 18.11. It was 18.6 or 18.9. So, hey, I'm sorry. You know, just another thing that I got wrong. So, oh, wait a minute. I should have read the whole thing. She said, don't say anything on the air. Well, I guess that's...
now you've messed up again.
Yeah, I tell you what... I've got a dog named Pepper at home. I love her to death. I think I'm going to be sleeping with Pepper tonight. Sorry about that, Lisa. I like bragging on my wife. She was a heck of a track star. I'm telling you. So she can't get mad at me for being proud of her, right?
That's right.
But you guys do have an extra room, though? Is that what you're telling me?
It's only because he loves you,
That's
Lisa.
right.
Well, you know what time that is now?
Yeah.
Time for the mile.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say it's Miller time.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. Hey, can I say that? I don't drink anyway. Yeah. I was just being funny.
This is what they call a favorite. This is the mile, or the 1600 as it is now. In reality, the metric mile is still 1,500 meters, if that makes sense. You know, in the Olympics, in college, they run the 1,500. But in high school, it's still 1,600. The difference in the 1,600 and the mile is about 1.2 seconds.
Okay.
But this is one of the glamour events. The 100-yard dash, the mile, and of course your relays are mostly the glamour type events in track and field.
All right, so the girls junior varsity glamour run, we'll call it the glamour run. the mile run, number one, Caitlin Dobler from Bandera, Juliana Martinez from Fredericksburg, Emily Pressa will be number 3 for Bandera, number 4, Daly Lemons from Davenport, number 5, Aaliyah Alaman from Fredericksburg, number 6, Audrey Herrera from Fredericksburg, number 7, Risa Espinosa from Wimberley, number 8, Haley Luna from Bernie, number 9, Carly Nickham from Bandera, number 10, Jaslyn Kearney from Canyon Lake, number 11, Elena Laura from Wimberley, number 12, Grace Jones from Wimberley, number 13, Claire Stauber from Bernie, number 14, Lindsay Ford from Canyon Lake, and number 15, Juliet Davila from Canyon Lake. So, well, they don't even have them in the in any of the lanes right now.
No, they're got some discussion going here. I don't know. Well, we're looking at the camera for something. There's Coach Grona.
Coach Grona, yep. Girls basketball coach. Boy, did a great job. Got beat in the regional finals this year. Great game.
Kind of a heartbreaking kind of loss, for her.
Yeah, they, had to play district rival Bernie, beat them twice,
and then
but
had to play them three times.
And they just, it's true. Beating somebody 3 times is difficult.
Yep.
But
had an outstanding season.
Yeah, boy, most definitely.
And have some good young talent. With that being said, so does Bernie.
Yeah. I tell you what, I think that's going to be it for the next 3 or 4 years of those 2 teams fighting to go to state. Who's going to go? So they have the JV girls on the track, getting them ready to run the mile. That's Coach Wyrick as he's letting them know how they're going to run with the waterfall. Actually, you say it's the double waterfall, right? Or the 2-tier?
Yes. And then, as you can see, the first 4 lanes are for the large waterfall back here at the back. They can break in to the inside as soon as they are 2 steps ahead. The upper waterfall, they can break over into lane 5 as soon as they're 2 steps ahead, and then when they come off the turn on the back straightaway, they can break all the way into the inside. So it's a way you can put 16, 17 runners out there and avoid some congestion. Now right here it looks to me like they're going to do just a single waterfall. They don't have that many runners, so you can see the curved line.
Well, they might have, you can't see the camera, but I think they have people in front because there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Okay.
And so I think
maybe
the other
they do.
Yeah.
We just can't see it. Now we can.
Yeah.
Well, I thought my eyes didn't deceive me a while ago. But
there we go. There's even better view. Cameramen are doing a great job.
He doesn't like you. He's just not calling it.
Absolutely. They did a great job with the field events yesterday.
Yes.
Again, this is something that's hadn't been done here before. So if get a chance to do another track meet in the future, it'll just be a learning curve for everybody, and things will get worked out and go a lot smoother.
Well, be careful because some of that learning curve may be, hey, we need to get 2 better announcers for that.
I'm agreeing that they could replace this one sitting here. I know that, and be better off. But I have enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been great. It really has.
My son told me today. He said, instead of telling about all those old stories, he said, I've heard you sit in the stands and talk about certain things to people. And I said, well, it's a lot easier sitting in the stands and talking to somebody than it is thinking about things that you're trying to or that should be said or could be said.
Yeah, because we're talking to millions of people.
Yeah.
I mean, we got people all around the world.
Exactly. We have to be careful.
Oh, that's good.
No, I said that the mall was kind of one of the glamour events, Coach. And I think where it got that is it goes all the way back to there was a time in the early 1950s. Everybody thought it was impossible to break 4 minutes in the mall, and then somebody did it, and then pretty soon a lot of people started doing it, and now they're literally thousands, probably worldwide, that can run better than, or have run better than 4 minutes in the mall. And so, with that being said, it was thought something that's impossible that was done, and so it just kind of became something people talked about a lot, and consequently, it just kind of got to be called a glamour type event.
Well, you know what's it's kind of strange is you know, like you said, there was a time where beating 4 minutes was, people thought that was unattainable, and now people are doing that all the time. So it's not that the track got shorter. I guess people trained for that event better, or I mean, why was that such a hard barrier to break?
Once somebody did it, it's kind of like, look what we've done in the pole vault. I mean, I can remember we had a pole vaulter at Abilene Christian that was in the 64 Olympics. When he came back from the Olympics, he finished like 8th or 9th in the Olympics. When he came back from the Olympics, during the indoor season, he jumped 16.8, which was a world record at that time. And now it's more than 3 feet above that. I think it's a matter of just once you do it, it's like an athlete. We saw some vaulters yesterday, and we saw a couple of girls vaulters that looked like they had it cleared. And I was talking to Coach Warwick today, and he said it's just a matter of believing and getting, and you do it, and then all of a sudden say, hey, I can do that,
Well, I tell you what, the mind, people don't understand how powerful the mind can be, because once, it's funny how it's not until we tell ourselves that we can do something that we truly do it. Exactly. So many times, it's that self-fulfilling prophecy when you say, well, I can't do it. So you're already telling yourself and telling your mind and telling your body, I can't do it. So, you're right. I think once people, once they believe, they understand that, it may take a little more time than you think, but, things can get done. And, and you said it. Well, I was impressed yesterday with the girls' pole vault. I mean, they really, they were the top pole vaulters they showed outstanding technique and strength. And so, it was. I was impressed watching those girls pole vault yesterday. So, well, here we are in the JV girls mile run, and I think they've got bell lap. 1 to go. I believe the leader from Bandera, I get her number 1. Number 1.
She won the 3,200, I believe, yesterday.
Yeah, Caitlin Debler from Bandera. She's got a pretty good lead. I believe Juliana Martinez is in second from Fredericksburg. At least she was. There she is.
There she is. Well, I know the girls' coach over at Bandera, and she was a distance runner at Angelo State, and I I'm just going to, and I know she had a good cross-country team last fall. She's going to always have some good distance type runners. And although this girl just is on the junior varsity, we'll see her in another year or two on the varsity and be doing a good job.
Well, Debler is going to take first place as she crosses the finish line. Second play. Here comes the second place finisher. That's Juliana Martinez from Fredericksburg.
8 good points for the team.
And third place from Wimberley, Rice Espinosa. And then I didn't get that number, but a Bandera girl. And then Davenport. Risa? Yeah, Risa Espinosa. So there are the times from the winner. We'll have 18 JV boy runners.
Fredericksburg, 125. With 156, Davenport.
All right, so in lane 1, Miguel Sands from Fredericksburg. Lane 2, Mariano Casas from Bandera. Jacob Repack from Bernie. Albert Robinson from Bandera. Cash Toomey from Wimberley. Owen Watson from Wimberley. Arlen Hanley from Wimberley. Jake Pearson from Bernie. Stephen Kalpaka from Bernie. Caleb Starjack from Davenport. Mason Pananen from Canyon Lake. Chase Brown from Davenport. Ismael Cruces from Fredericksburg. Leighton Torres from Fredericksburg. Trey Wisdom from Canyon Lake. Kyle Moore from Bandera. Miles Mendez from Davenport, and Ian Moore from Canyon Lake. Miguel Sands was the winner of the 2 mile yesterday in the JV division.
Here we go. Coach Kamen, we have getting closer to the end of the District 28 4A meet, and it's been very, very good meet. Why don't you kind of go over everybody that we can think of to say thanks to for helping put on such a great meet as we have, and I've always been impressed with the meets that Fredericksburg puts on, and I think I've worked in meets here for years and years and years, and it's been passed on to younger people now, and it continues to be done very, very good, very professionally. So, if you will.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, and I don't mean to sound like I'm biased here, but the meet director that was Fredericksburg High School. I thought Lance Moffitt, the athletic director, and the two track coaches, the girls coach Dan Aldrich and the boys coach Dusty Gibbs, I thought they did an outstanding job of getting the track ready, getting all the equipment, getting all the volunteers together. I mean, we had everything down. I know Coach Aldrich and Coach Gibbs had everything down to the minute. And if it wasn't for a few technical delays from the camera, we'd be on time. The meet referee Alan Kaiser did a great job. All of the athletic directors had to come together and be the committee for the games, and they did a great job. The starter Bruce Faust and the assistant starter Alan Kaiser, we appreciate their time. Of course, the clerk and the assistant clerk, Sam Aldrich and Chris Wyrick. Sam is Dan's father and used to the coach here at Fredericksburg High School. Hospitality and check-in, Christy Dance always does a great job making sure all the workers get fed, and boy, I tell you, it was good. The finish clerk, Coach Willis from Fredericksburg. The timing results, the FAT timing from Track for Life, Seth Brower. Of course, Billies.Live, Paige Finley and his crew, Caleb, those guys that have been on the cameras the last 2 days have done an outstanding job. Gina Yinsky has been helping with the awards and the announcing, and of course the gate monitors to make sure that all the social distancing was done correctly. Ram Chinchetti and Michael Langford and Shane Willis, and then just to all the other coaches from the other districts, that helped with the hurdles, that helped with the field events. So many people really to thank for an outstanding effort the last 2 days. I think I think all the athletes appreciate all the hard work that the people did to make sure to give them the opportunity to perform. I got to thank you. I appreciate you helping, giving the expertise. You've been to more track meets than I have, in my entire life, and so we appreciate you giving up your time for these kids and to help announce and entertain the people that were watching that couldn't make it. I love listening to old stories about the past. I'm a history major, English minor, so I love history. So you can tell as many stories as you want. I'll sit here with my eyes wide open and ready to go.
I can share some others with you when we get off and we don't have these microphones on.
Okay.
I think we got the bell lap coming up, or it may have already started.
Yeah, this is the bell lap, and who is that, number 3? That's Jacob Repack from Bernie. Boy, he looks strong.
Yes, he does.
He's going to win it, and I think Mariana Casas is going to take second. Here comes Miguel Sands. For Fredericksburg, he'll take third. Fourth, we'll have kid from Bandera. I'm sure that's Albert Robinson.
You know, in the past, Bernie has had some very outstanding distance people.
Yeah. Well, I think that they had some kids go to the state track meet or cross country meet earlier in the fall. So Repack from Bernie, Casas from Bandera, Sands from Fredericksburg, and Robinson from Bandera were the top 4 finishers in the boys 1,600 meter run in JV division. Now we'll get ready for the girls mile run. Lane 1, Taylor Grona from Fredericksburg and Claire Kopp from Fredericksburg. Jasmine Canty from Wimberley, Madison Anderson from Wimberley, Raylyn Butler from Bandera, Haley Hall from Wimberley, Maddie Reagan from Davenport, Candace Patterson from Canyon Lake, Alicia Willis from Fredericksburg, Andy Bodie from Bernie, Danielle Gonzalez from Bandera, Gracie Bankston from Bandera, and Haley Haig from Bernie. So 13 competitors. It doesn't look like 13 are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they got double. Okay. I know who I'm picking to win this one.
We'll try to dial in a little bit more on the race this time. I'm getting some help on my cell phone here. I just don't know exactly what the messages are.
It says 1970 to 1991. If I was playing Jeopardy, that would be the years it took for Kamen to graduate. Thank you, Mr. Wiest.
Oh, his expertise was always on the pole vault. Anyway, so
Sergei Bubka,
yeah,
the first to go 20 feet. Okay, that's what it was for. Let's
go, Bernie.
I can't imagine 20 feet in the air.
Oh,
Isn't that incredible?
20 feet's a long ways to cover this way.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even go off the low dive at the pool. I mean, and I know that's not 20 feet.
Tell Gracie to look at me. Gracie, she doesn't listen. No, we're ready. Let me get a head sideways.
I don't know if we're having automatic timing problems or just what the problem is. I think actually we're a little bit behind.
What time is it? It's 9:05. Yeah, we're a little behind.
Not bad, but seems like we are having some delays here. And that's one thing. Whenever you have a fully automatic timing device, you better be sure it's working.
Yeah, that's why I'm old school. I mean, you know, give me a pencil and paper. I don't need a computer. I don't want a computer.
Get your Big Chief tablet and pencil.
That's all I need.
Still got a good number of people in the stands tonight. If you ever leave a track meet before 100, I have my doubts about you.
Yeah.
I just, it's just a pretty special race.
And there goes Grona with the lead.
She knows pace pretty well, as most of these girls, even though they're young in age, they have experience in running.
Right.
And most of them kind of know what a pace is. I mean,
well, I tell you what, she's so fluid when she runs. She's got her form.
I'm thinking if she can set a pace of about 80 seconds and maintain that's a 5:20 mile, which
does it have what's her leading time?
I think she's ran
5:25,
22, 23, something like that. She'll be one to consider from this region.
Right. Well, Raylyn Butler got second in the 2 miles, and she's right behind her.
The problem sometimes becomes whether you have to become your own pace setter at every track meet you go to. It makes it tough whenever you really start getting stiffer competition. They can mess you up a little bit. But again, she's running very relaxed right now. Last week, the Cop girl ran a really good mile or 1,600, and I'm looking for her tonight to get up in that top 4 or better. I think she's running back there 4th and 5th right now, but
yeah, Grona with a pretty good lead.
Looks really smooth, relaxed. I don't have a watch running, so I don't know what kind of split that she had at the 800, but
well, they may have a clock there on the scoreboard. We maybe can pan up to the scoreboard real quick. We might be able to get a time.
This third lap becomes the important lap.
Yeah, there it is, 3:10. Thank you, guys. She's got a lap and a half.
So she was through around 240, 245.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to get the numbers from those next 3. Is Cop one of those? I think, yeah.
Yes, she moved.
Okay,
she's
so
moved
number
up
2,
there.
number.
Yes.
So Cop is number 2. I'm trying to the 2 Wimberley girls. I'm sure that's Jasmine Canty and Madison Anderson. It could be Haley Hall. So this should be the Bell lap.
Bell lap. See, Cop is right there in the middle. She's fixing to start making her move. Hopefully. This is the last lap, so it's time to go. That is her.
Yeah, that's Cop in second. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't look like she's laboring at all.
No,
it's just so smooth. Oh, there is that's second place. That's Cop.
Yep.
And that's Bandera in third. Raylyn Butler has moved up to
Here
third.
she goes, finish. Nice run.
Good job by Taylor Grona for the Billies.
And
Kopp is going to get second, and I believe Wimberly now has pulled in front for third. Didn't get the... Wimberly was third. That might have been Madison Anderson. Raylyn Butler fourth, I believe. We'll just let the officials put that up on the board. And so the boys' mile run will have 10 competitors.
5:20. That's
Yep.
that 80 pace that I was talking about. And look at Kopp. That's another personal best for her, I believe, at a 5:28. Those two pretty good times.
Yeah, Grona, Kopp, Anderson, Butler, Canty, and then Hall, the top six.
Yep.
So the boys' varsity runners, Seth Garza from Bernie, he's the one that ran the 2 mile, won the 2 mile. Jackson White from Bernie, Logan Dabowski from Bandera, who got second in the 2 mile. Ray Romero from Fredericksburg, Max Rorbro from Bernie, Ethan Brown Bandera, Braden Cox from Bandera, Blaze Rump from Wimberley, Jacob Wheeler from Wimberley, and Caleb Price for Canyon Lake. Those will be the boys varsity mile runners.
Also, Coach, those top two right there, Grona and Kopp, are both freshmen.
Oh, wow. So future is bright. Coach Aldridge's got to be pretty happy with the results from many of his young track stars.
Yes. I'm not sure exactly what the school record is. I know that, let me think of her name. I know who holds the school record, but I can't remember the name. But I don't remember what the school record was. I'm thinking 5:12 maybe. So they're not that far from that.
Well, there's a record board. I don't know. I don't know if we can pan in that that tight to that over there by the concession stand.
Exactly. Don't have a great number of people here, do we? Unless they've got half of them up on the.
1, 2, 1. Oh yeah.
They got 3 up there. Yeah, okay. 9 people.
9.
Anyone? Do we have a Fredericksburg person in here? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, Ray Romero.
Okay.
He'll be, I think, in lane 1 is where he is right now. I would say he's the one wearing gray, but they're 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's go, Weekday. Come on, Brady.
We had a Mr. Garza, if my recollection is right, that won the 3,200.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, from Bernie. Yep, there he is, number 1, taking the lead.
They're still waiting on the 4.
Well, it's still staying pretty tight. Everybody's got a chance right here to.
5:48. Another 10 seconds off.
Man, have you practiced that the whole summer long?
That's what I'm going to do. But I want to focus on the 8:30 mainly. Jose was like, you should join.
Bandera moving up into the pack and thinking maybe he wants to set the pace for a while, maybe.
Yeah, but most times they made it.
Come on, Danny.
Maybe the pack it.
I know, that's what makes it funny. Kind of like, fat people.
Still got 5, 6, 7 people in contention. Unless somebody's going to make a move and pull away. This lap number 2. Coach Grona down there calling out lap times. She's become accustomed to doing that type of thing now. Before,
what, yelling?
No, well,
no.
giving lap times.
Yeah.
She doesn't call out any lap times when those girls are running lines in the gym, does she?
No, she's not giving lap time. She's just saying, you better hurry. She does a great job. Romero from Fredericksburg running better than he did yesterday. Today at school, kids were kind of saying how that he was feeling under the weather.
Oh.
He didn't say that, so I kind of believed it. Maybe if some other kids were talking. So Dabowski's in second. He's right behind Garza. Those were the two guys that went neck and neck in the 2 mile, and Garza had such a strong kick.
Yes. Maybe Romero can find it in there to get that 4th place.
Well, he's in 5th right now. He's going to have to.
He's going to have to gut it up and.
So right now we got Garza, Dabowski, and Jackson White. First, second, and third. There's Garza.
Looking
Once
strong.
Once again, a strong finish there by Garza. Dabowski second, White third,
right
and I guess that was that Ethan Brown maybe. Got that 4th spot.
And Romero was 5th or 6th. Couldn't tell exactly where he finished, but they were right there together.
Well, with the end of this race, it gets us to the most exciting
It's relay
of all
time.
races, the mile relay or the 4x400 meter relay. Girls JV in lane 2 will be Bernie in lane 3. That will be Canyon Lake. Number 4 Bandera. I'm sorry, 4 Davenport. Lane 5 Fredericksburg. Lane 6 Wimberley. And in lane 7 Bandera. It's almost past my bedtime.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, then definitely.
In fact, I missed my nap this afternoon. So.
I don't know what you were talking about, rain. Looks like the grass on the field is just so green.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Yeah. Don't get me started on that.
You're old school, huh? You like that the grass, huh?
I spent a good many years laying that stuff out on different fields, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely old school as far as that goes. I guess I could say I'm retired now, so I don't care.
Yeah.
but at the same time, I do have a passion for that too.
Yeah. And that never dies, really.
No.
The true passion never dies.
Always enjoyed walking into the superintendent and telling him all the reasons that he should have grass, and when he does a new field, and walk away with a commitment. It's a pretty good feeling.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. It's loading. It's taking forever.
Again, days gone by. You know?
Yep. All right.
You know you have to get at least 8 hours sleep if you're
Let's see. Yes, Wimberley should be in the red with the star. You've got Fredericksburg in white, Davenport's in the maroon, Bandera's in blue, Bernie's purple, and Canyon Lake's green. So those are. If you're looking at uniforms, that's what to look for.
Most of the time.
Yes.
And they're off.
Well, I didn't even see the gun.
They get, on the 4x400, they get a stagger and a half. And the first leg runs in their lane the whole way, hands off to their second runner, and the second runner has to stay in the lane that they are assigned
Until the curve?
until they get around the curve on the straightaway on the backstretch.
And usually there are cones there to
Yes.
to let them know.
Or a man with a flag, and they can break in when they're 2 steps ahead, supposedly.
It looks like Fredericksburg has made up their stagger. So they're going to be the first ones to hand off.
I had such a bad
Looks like Davenport is behind Fredericksburg. Actually, Davenport may be able to take the lead here. Yeah, which they're going to do because now they can start cutting in. Boy, Fredericksburg staying in that lane.
Well, you notice it doesn't. As long as she's there, it doesn't make any difference if she'll cut in before they get to the curve.
Okay.
Now, you normally, from a coaching standpoint, you teach that second runner, no matter what lane they're in, when they hit that straightaway, there's no difference in how far they run, so they can just work their way slowly, angled over, and not lose it, not lose any distance.
Well, Fredericksburg has taken the lead.
Good second leg.
This is where you have to be careful when you hand off. You got to get out of the way.
Yes.
Because if you don't and you knock someone down, you take the chance. That's a chance of being disqualified.
And that's why they usually tell you that the person that's there working them
will grab them
telling
quickly,
them or grabbing them or saying, "Step off the track." When you pass the baton, step off to the inside. Still a two-person race at this point.
Fredericksburg, Davenport, Canyon Lake, Bandera, Bernie, and then Wimberley.
Hey, we did this. Well, we can the limit can just
Nice third leg.
Yeah, that really was.
And a good handoff right there, too.
I'd end up throwing the baton about 20 yards, so just take it.
I've seen that. Davenport has cut the distance down a little bit.
Yeah.
Still got about 20 meters, I guess.
I think Fredericksburg's got enough, should have enough to hold on. But the Davenport girl is making it interesting, that's for sure. And you got Bandera, Canyon Lake. Wimberley now has moved up. So there's going to be your JV girls 1,600 meter relay winners, Fredericksburg. Second place will be Davenport. Third place, we got a race here. Bandera, Canyon Lake, Wimberley, and Bernie. Now those would be
4:28 is not a bad time for
JV girls, yeah.
Sure not.
Now, when it comes to the points, that would be their double, right? So that would be 20.
Yes.
Then 18, 16, is that right?
16.
16.
12, 8, 4, and 2.
All right, so now the JV boys mile relay. Lane 2 will be Canyon Lake. Lane 3, Fredericksburg. Lane 4, Bernie. Lane 5, Wimberley. And lane 6, Davenport. So who's missing there? Canyon Lake, Fredericksburg, Bernie, Wimberley, Davenport.
Doesn't have boys JV.
Only 5 teams, boys JV.
Well,
so who's missing?
What grade do they go through at Davenport? What do they open it with?
They have
sophomores.
They have some juniors. They have freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Bandera does not have a JV mile relay.
Huh.
Looks like they're fixing to. There they go.
You know, it's really neat to watch a relay where the people are running 44s and 45s and everything like that. But this is still a fun race to me when they're running 65s.
Right.
As long as it's competitive. If you see somebody taking the lead and somebody else fighting back and overtaking them, and I've just always enjoyed this race. Hopefully my wife's not listening if I tell this, but I think, of course, we were fortunate enough to be able to watch a son perform 4 extra years after high school, and but he was not good enough to be on the mile relay. I think my wife nearly cried because of not being able to watch him on the mile relay, because she loved that, as much.
Oh, I remember when Jeff ran mile relay here for Fredericksburg. Boy, what is he, 6'3" and long stride? Boy, yeah. I tell you what, he was all legs. Well, that's Fredericksburg who's taking the lead. Amal Thorne running for the Billies. And then it's Davenport in second. And I think that's Bernie in third, then Wimberly in fourth.
Always hate to stand beside him, and you can see why.
Oh, man, yeah. A good-looking family there. Big old boy like that should have played basketball.
He says that I think when he was a senior, you had Baker and somebody else that were.
Oh, King for a freshman?
Yes,
yeah,
for a freshman. And he said they and him were, you and those two were on him all the time. You should be playing.
Yeah.
Just stand under the basket and I'll throw you the ball. Jokingly, of course. Those were two fine ball players.
Yeah, both ended up playing got scholarships at St. Mary's, until unfortunately, Brian Baker blew out his knee twice, ACL, and doctor said, "Nope, you're done." So
we know how that is.
Yeah, yep.
Triple jumping.
Fredericksburg here is going to win it. Nice run there by Cuatro Rodriguez, and
good competitive race.
Yeah, Wimberly did a nice job. I tell you what, their number 2 leg and their number 4 leg really ran well for Wimberly, because they were at one time in last and came back and got second. Davenport with third, Bernie fourth, and Canyon Lake.
And I anticipate Wimberley's varsity being pretty competitive too.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, that second, they're going to be proud of that second and fourth leg. All right, the girls varsity 4x400 meter relay. Lane 2, Canyon Lake. Lane 3, Bernie. Lane 4, Fredericksburg. Lane 5, Wimberley. And lane 6, Bandera. Should be a pretty good race here. I think Fredericksburg really has got one of the top times in the region.
They did. They ran a 4:05, I think, at
a 4:05. You know, they've had some teams in the past run under 4.
Yes.
You got this, Riley.
I have that someplace.
And I believe you.
Right here. They do have the top time in the region.
They have the top time, and Wimberley's number 2. You know, by 6 seconds. So,
of course, we don't know who's running for our team either. You know.
Right.
I think these were the 4 that ran that 4:05, and I'm sure Landry and Peyton and Anna Gold are all. I'm not.
Well, this is Landry D'Artez for the Billies.
Yes.
And it's Ryan Mazur from Wimberley. Mazur takes the lead. I played college basketball against her dad.
Really?
Yeah, Darren, a heck of a player at Concordia University there in Austin.
Oh.
Boy, he could shoot the lights out. I'm telling you. So Mazur takes the lead for Wimberley. D'Artez in second for the Billies. See if I can see who the second leg here for the Billies.
She's got something to make up, I know that.
Junior varsity boys team total.
That may be Amy Pica.
6th place, Bandera, 38 points. 5th place, Canyon Lake with 57.
So Wimberley in the lead. Yeah, Amy Pica in second place for the Billies. Then Canyon Lake in third.
With 117 points.
Bernie in fourth, and
Bernie with 141. And first place for the JV boys is Fredericksburg.
no, that's Bernie in third now. Canyon Lake in fourth, and Bandera in fifth. Well, they were able to pull away a little. This is going to be Peyton Salato in the third leg for the Billies.
I wish we had a runner that could get us point totals down here so that we could announce those.
Yeah, that you're right. So Wimberley in the lead continues. Well, Wimberley has really run a good race here. They've got a pretty good lead.
But Peyton cut it down there a little bit.
See who's running the last leg. That could be Gold. Anna Gold.
Anna Gold.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. See, she did not run on the 4x1. She ran the 100 and the open 400.
Right.
And then on the relay.
So Fredericksburg with the lead. Wimberley in second. It looks like that is Bernie in third. Nice run there. Nice anchor run by Anna Gold.
As usual.
Wimberly in second. I believe that's Bernie. Yep, Bernie in third. And Bandera in fourth. Canyon Lake in fifth.
I don't think that's Fredericksburg's best time, but that wins it.
4:06. So
20 points. That's still competitive. Wimberly kind of busted out there. I think the best they had run was 4:11 before that.
Yeah.
So good for them. That's a good improvement.
Yeah, definitely had to push Fredericksburg a little. All right, so the final race of tonight of the District 28 4A track meet. Boys 4x400 meter relay. Lane 2, Davenport. Lane 3, Bernie. Lane 4, Wimberly. Lane 5, Fredericksburg. And in lane 6, Bandera. I think Wimberly is probably the ones to maybe the favorites here. They're in lane 4.
Yeah, Wimberly's run 3:25, which is the best in the region at this point.
Yeah, Fredericksburg second, but about 5 seconds behind. So pretty impressive with 3:25 with Wimberly.
We could figure that they had a pretty good relay team because of the 100, 200, 300 hurdler,
Yeah. Well, they're off, and that looks like that's Christian Torres for the Billies. Boy, look at Wimberly.
That's that 300 hurdler and high hurdler. Christian, I believe is who that is.
That could be Canyon Staten for Wimberly.
Could be, but I'll tell you what, he
would look like he was shot out of a cannon.
He took off. He sure did. They're looking to run a good time. He keeps it up. And I'm telling you, Christian is going to.
Yeah.
He's so strong.
This should be Miles Hammond, I believe, for the Billies.
We could take old Christian and make him run first, and then come back and run anchor.
Well, he's got a twin brother. If they could run the same, that'd be pretty darn good combo right there. So Fredericksburg in first, Wimberly in second. So Miles Hammond is going to
keep the lead.
Keep the lead for the Billies. Wimberly in second, Davenport third, Bernie in fourth, Bandera in fifth.
I guess Cade Yinsky's probably running third lane, or maybe he's running anchor.
Now this is a Don Neary, I believe, for the Billies. Maybe got a 10-yard lead there on Wimberley, but he's coming in strong.
And they got that Christian.
Well, they've got the Olmedo Baracco.
They got.
He won the 400. Now it should be, I think Yinsky is going to run the final leg. Yep, that's Cade.
He will compete.
Yeah, but he's going to have to really book it against kid from Wimberley. It could be a good race.
Yeah. Cade's strong. It's just a matter of if he can stay relaxed and not tighten up.
Yeah. So Wimberley in the lead. Yinsky trying to.
Yep, it's going to be.
He put his head down. He's trying to put it in another gear, but I think the Juan Olmedo Baracco, he's got it in another gear too.
You can only do as much as you can.
But the Billies are going to have a pretty good time here, though. So it's Wimberley, Fredericksburg, Davenport, Bernie, and then Bandera. And that's the end of 324. That's good time for the Billies.
It is. Yes, it is.
And that's it for the District 28 4A track meet for 2021.
Again, I will say it was a outstanding meet. Coach Aldridge and all his people did a great job, and I enjoyed being here and sitting in with Coach Kamen, and wish everybody a good weekend.
Yeah, I wish we could get the overall standings. I don't know if they'll put it on the board. I've got a feeling that the girls, I'm pretty sure that Fredericksburg was, they had probably about, a 19, 23-point lead going into the running events. And
they had a lot.
Yeah, they did really well in the running events. So
I think they kind of walked away with it personally.
Yeah. And I think Wimberley for the boys probably.
Yes.
Fourth place, Bandera boys. Third place was Bernie.
In second place with 157 points, Fredericksburg.
Second place with 157 was Fredericksburg. And district champions were Wimberley Texans. And they've already announced the girls with Fredericksburg getting first. So congratulations to Wimberley Texans boys and Fredericksburg Lady Billies. Did get the final total there. Apologize for that. Well, Bill, any last thoughts?
Just that I enjoyed getting to do this, and of course track is a passion, a love of mine. I coached it a number of years and participated in it a lot. And, again,
well, I bet you this was a first for you. I bet you've never watched the entire track meet from a trailer, huh?
No, with air conditioning.
Yeah. But it was like we were right there, right?
This was a great setup. Page has done a wonderful job and all of his guys for doing all this, and I think it has some possibilities in the future. You know.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, we want to we kudos to Billies.Live and like I said, Caleb in charge of the crew, the camera out there on the track. But yeah, this was phenomenal. I appreciate you giving up your time. This was a great experience for me. This was the first track meet that that we've ever that I know that we've done together, but done anywhere. So yeah, it was a good. I think things went well considering with the COVID and everything. It's been great that UIL has allowed Billies.Live to stream a lot of the events. So, but overall, we had some great performances throughout the district from all the competitors and all the teams. They will be going the top 4 team or the top 4 competitors in each division or in each event will be going to Wimberley. I believe that's next Wednesday, the 15th of April, where they'll go. And I think that they're going to be competing against, I want to say
27.
Yeah, District 27. So that's going to be Cuero, Lavernia, Pleasanton, the likes of those people. So,
and I've had a chance to look over their district meet, and I guarantee you our district will represent very well in the area meet.
Right. Yep. I totally agree. And it'll be a good track meet. I don't know. I don't think Billies.Live, have they asked you guys? No word yet. But,
nothing yet.
That would be awesome to be able to bring that broadcast. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get ready to sign off. Once again, thank you, Billy.
Before we do, Bill and Tim, we really appreciate you both. Thanks for hanging in there. It's been a long weekend, a long Wednesday and Thursday, just from all of us at Billies.Live. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you, Paige. And like I said, yeah, we know how busy you've been. We've been watching you scramble around, and I tell you what, grace under pressure, because there were, some times we were worried about internet and connection, and he got it done. So great job by Billies.Live. Once again, Tim Kamen, Bill White, we're going to sign off. Appreciate you people that were able to get online and watch the broadcast.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Yep.
And be safe and take care.